And welcome in, everybody. So you will not be seeing Medicham EX today. Medicham EX is not a card that I can, in good conscience, play. If it was, put damage counters on any of your opponent's Pokemon, if it was Zarina EX 2.0, then maybe I could make it happen, right? If Zarina was still in format, this is the perfect combo. And then we'd still have that thing that didn't let you hit into people if you had 30 or less hit points remaining. So this would have been the perfect combo. So naturally, Yveltal came out the same day we lost Zarina. But yeah, Panic Mask, thank you. So this is all it is. We just destroy their soul. I'm probably going to end up using Dark Strike more than Soul Destroyer. So I have Toxtricity builds. I have a couple of Frostlass builds. Maybe we play a Medicham build at some point. Yeah, well, I got 5 of them. That's just, I don't understand. How do I have 4 full art Medicham and 1 of the regular art? All right, PDCGL is a wacky game. Yeah, there's no way, right? There's no way I can set somebody up with 2. There's no way. I refuse. All right, let's ease into it. Let's ease into it with the well, it's the Sharpedo Punk Helmet version. What do you mean? What else would you call? What would you call a version with Sharpedo and Punk Helmet in it? Exactly. All right, so we'll ease in with the wackiest version. Yeah, I have very low expectations for this one. All right, let's write down their name. Let's at least pretend like this is gonna go well. So I can really only put them in the YouTube video, assuming I get the board wipe. So if you're wondering, what's a BBW? A BBW is a big board wipe. So if I can get a big board wipe, that will pretty much guarantee it makes it into the video at 7 minutes. But it has to be a knockout of at least 2. All right, so it has to be a knockout of at least 2. Knocking out 1 Pokemon is not going to make it work. If I'm going second, this is a perfect starting hand. Oh, it's Decidueye. Yeah, so I will try to get as many BBWs. I will try to do as many BBWs as I can in the next 3 hours. All right, this is weird. Another Decidueye? Yeah, but thankfully, this isn't the dark version, right? This could have been something else, but of course, first deck we face is a grass deck, which normally would be terrible for any dark deck you're playing, but I'm not playing a typical deck. This starting hand is almost too good, right? This starting hand kind of worries me because I don't want to win too quickly. That's the problem here, is if I win too quickly, they're going to concede. So we can't do that. We can't win too quickly. We have to sort of beat them off slowly. See, you're tempting me, PDCGL. I'm not going to let you do that. All right, let's just get both of these guys. We have everything we need. I guess I just attached the water to somebody. Because we know they're just going to keep affecting my hand. Like, they're just going to keep using Vivian once they can. I think I put the water on you because I do play Energy Switch. I unfortunately didn't get a Monkey Dory. And Zeus, the comment is pinned. So if you look at the pinned comment, what's a BBW? It's a big board wipe. So if I use Yveltal's Soul Destroyer, then it would be, they judge me right away. Well, there goes my great hand. There goes my big, beautiful, wet hand. But, oh, wow. Okay, so this hand actually isn't terrible. We did get Crispin. It's not what I would have... Oh, okay. Well, I am not upset about this. I am not upset about this whatsoever. Let's put the water into the hand. I guess I just attach to the Snow Runt. It's kind of funny that they're playing themselves right now. Right? They're playing themselves. I'm not the one who did all this. You're the one who judged yourself to 4. You're the one who put Judge in a deck that really only needs 1 copy of Judge. Okay, so they're fully set up here. They have fully everything. They're playing just a regular Decidueye deck. But a BBW is a big board wipe where I have to knock out at least 2 Pokemon. So right now, if I'd prioritized the Yveltal, the game would be over right now. So maybe I should have done that. Maybe that was a bit of a mistake, as I should have prioritized it, because we would be knocking out the Scatterbug, the Rowlet, and the Badoo right now. But I think I just judge. We save all of our good supporters for the end of the game. I just want to get some Frostlass going. That's perfect. So this one is going to go there. I want to Pokepad for, I guess, just another Frostlass. Yeah, because I want to focus on the Yveltal here. And, I mean, they only have one ability in play, so I'm not too concerned about that. But no, because I was thinking about it's going to be very unlikely that I take too many KOs. Obviously, I want to take a ton, and I should have focused on the Yveltal. I have to kind of get in that mind space of I'm playing an Yveltal deck. I cannot put a game in the YouTube video. Will tournaments come to TCG Live? Well, you can enter them on Limitless, but they do have a job opening for tournaments. They at least hinted at tournaments in PDCGL. But I mean, the game doesn't work. The game hasn't worked for the past, we're coming up on 3 weeks. 3 weeks on Thursday. Oh my God, they keep putting ability Pokemon into play. But it's actually 3 weeks on Thursday since Perfect Order, and they broke the game, and half the games end in disconnects. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? But they are hiring for tournaments. Whether or not they actually get implemented, but that was one of the blurbs in the thing, and I will probably talk about that in a YouTube short, because I really like taking off my shorts. My shorts are just being taken off by thousands of people every day. PDCGO had them. I doubt too, but PDCGO had them. And I guess I should make the BBWs a little bit smaller so you can see them, because I'm using the Feel Appeal sleeves. If anybody asks, so obviously somebody's going to ask in the comments of the YouTube video, how do you get those Feel sleeves? You have to go back in time to 2 years ago during Worlds, watch Twitch for several years, and then get the code. Why didn't they just attach with leafage? All right, well, let's, I think it's time to do that, because all of their Pokemon have an ability. And this is kind of frustrating, because I might actually win. I might win too quickly here. All right, well, let's set things up. Okay, so the Relicanth is going to be bodied here. The Badoo is already in range. I think I just start focusing on the Vivillon, and then I save the Glalie. I'm going to save the Glalie for the thingy thing. Right, I saved the Glalie for the Dart or the Decidueye, which is going to show up in a second. And yeah, the PDCGL, yeah, hey Pilot, how can I get those nifty Feel sleeves? You have to go back in time. And Shiny Ray, yeah, I don't joke. Some of these names are actually terrible. My goodness, they are having a time over there. They are having one of the worst days I've ever seen for it's one of them days for them. Thank you, Shiny Ray. Oh my goodness, they have to go into Badoo. Do they realize that I just knock out their Badoo right now? Actually, I'm not even going to go after the Badoo. I'm not even going after the Badoo, because what's the point? That's already an Yveltal range. It's jamming up a bench spot. Yeah, if you want to have some Badoo wars right now, I'm game. I am absolutely prepared for this. All right, let's do that. Yeah, that is what they were saying, is they said in the job listing that it has something to do with, you know, going straight to Worlds, which is absolutely hilarious that they're even thinking about turning this into a client for Worlds. Yeah, if only I had, you know, known that they would have nothing going on, because I was just worried about the Yveltal, because Yveltal is weak to grass. So that's what I was afraid of, is if I put the Yveltal down and they just gust, then I lose my Yveltal right away. Which actually wouldn't have been the worst thing. But they do have to Vivillon me. Vivillon D's nuts, am I right? All right, they're going to hit me with their Grand Wang. There's Yveltal. There it is, everybody. So I think in this situation, we just go up with the Badoo. That's what... Oh, it's weak to lightning. There you go. I was thinking about all the other grass types. There you go. Incineroaring, thank you. You are correct. It is weak to lightning. Oh, they snip-shotted. They decided to snip-shot. Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. No maintenance today. Again, my thought process that... you lost your Relicanth. My thinking that they don't have anyone actively working on the game right now seems to be correct. All right, this is interesting. All right, so I'm going to waste the Poffin, and then I'm going to Pokepad for the Glalie. So we put you down, Pokepad for Glalie, because I'm going to win without putting the Mega Frostlass in play. And then Pokegear for nothing. Ooh, we got a Mortis. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's sad, but actually this is totally fine because I can put that down. They're going to do the thing, and Eevee, let me... Oh, it was the timing was just a little imperfect, but thank you, Eevee. I appreciate you as always. Let us Morty's away the Yveltal. Let's just hope that we can get it back at some point. Ooh, there's a stamp. There is a stamp. We have a Night Stretcher. I'm going to stamp them. Remember, you can just absolutely body a Decidueye player all freaking day long. And we got the Darkness Energy. And okay, so I know I don't want to attach the counter gain, but with a hand like this, I feel like I should. Actually, no, we're going to go into the Glalie. We're going to Adrenabrain. I'm going to Adrenabrain their Decidueye. We're going to do 2 hundo. This was just a nightmare matchup for them because they get knocked out between turns now. Okay. I know we're not doing any BBWs today, but we did just absolutely obliterate this Decidueye. Yeah, we broke their spirit. Eevee 48. Wait, so that's... I've been streaming for 4 years? 48 months. Oh, man. I've been streaming for 4 years. That's a realization right there. I've been playing this game for over 4 years. That's quite the realization. Yeah, I know, but like just a round number, right? Yeah, I gotta retire soon. I'm like an old car that goes on a lot of bad roads. I need to retire. Huh? I get it. I need to retire. All right, we'll take it. Thank you, Eve. See, see, no one else here appreciates my amazing jokes. Okay, you're the one who appreciates my jokes the most, and that's why I miss you so much. You get me, Eevee. You know, you're an OG. You understand me. And there's an attract customers for nothing. And I don't know why everyone bet on me getting more than what, 5 BBWs? It's Typhlosion. I think I can win against Typhlosion. Actually, what if I just go crazy here? What if I just go absolutely crazy and do the dumbest thing you could possibly think that I could do right now? Okay, so we'll go and get the Monkey Dory. I will... No, okay, I changed my mind. I changed my mind, okay? It was the right call. Changing my mind was the correct call. So we put the water energy in the hand, put the darkness energy on the Yveltal. We just hard retreat. Because then now I can potentially just set up some KOs here. Because they have to go into Quilava. Right? You look at Soul Destroyer. So Quilava has an ability. Typhlosion doesn't. By using Badoo, there's a very good chance they can't do anything this turn, number one. Number Badoo... Oh my god, that's another... That's the second time. Okay, they got it. Never mind. Now I don't think it's possible for me to win because I did kind of go for it. Because now they have Ethan's Adventure. They're just going to go and get more basics. If I had Risty Ruins, this is not a Risty Ruins deck. The other version that I play has Risty Ruins in it. Because this one has Mega Frostlass, this one has Glalie, this one has a bunch of things. All right, all right. That is a thing. Okay, so I think we put the Fez down. And then I'll attach to you. I'm going to judge them for not being subscribed to Trust Your Pilot. That's kind of terrible. And then let's go Snow Runt. Actually, do I guess I go get a backup Badoo, because we know what they're going to Badoo here. We absolutely know they're going to take a knockout. So obviously they go Ethan's Adventure into Typhlosion. But this kind of, yeah, this kind of let me down. You know, I guess I should have judged that first turn. But there was every chance they were just going to get everything I needed anyway. Yeah, but hey, don't waste your good puns right now, because I have to keep the BBW thing up there for at least another couple minutes, another 1 minute, because the prediction is still running. I think this version is too good, because the only way I can make a YouTube video is if I use Soul Destroyer. So I think the Mega Frostlass Glalie build, that's a little bit too out there. I just want to focus on Yveltal. So there needs to be Accompanying Flute, there needs to be Risky Ruins, there needs to be all this other stuff. So I think this version is just too good. And we can't have that. All right, they're using Butt Blast. I can knock out the Typhlosion. Yeah, I have a Mega Frostlass, but that's why I don't want to keep playing this build, is because Mega Frostlass is too good. And there's another Frostlass. Okay, so let's go Energy Search. We'll get the Darkness Energy. And then that's going to go there. I'm going to, I guess, put the damage on this guy, because what if I get what I need, right? I guess we just Itchy Pollen. And because you haven't subbed, when it popped up when Eevee subbed. Okay, Clam Burglar, that's not good. That's not good. And they have the Battle Cage, so yeah, they were ready for this matchup right now, which is very unfortunate. Ginkgo, the problem is Yveltal's energy cost. That is the problem. That is the main issue, is Yveltal's energy cost. All right, so let's go Frostlass in the active so I can give it an air balloon. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, PDCGL, please. Okay, if I can bump the stadium, that'd be great. I don't know if I play a counter stadium. I honestly don't remember if I play a counter stadium. Well, let's see if I can find one. I don't know. Oh, we have one nighttime mine. Okay, so that's all it is. That's the only one that we have, is just a single copy of nighttime mine. All right, let's air balloon this guy. I think I attached the water there. Let's okay, so I am knocking out the Typhlosion if I can find Glalie. Also, that is amazing. Okay, so let's go nighttime mine. We have double Badoo in there. I don't want to put the Frost, though I could use Frost Smash. I could just Frost Smash, and that might also be good. But I can knock out the Totsudyri and the Quilava, but then they just have, you know, double Typhlosion, and that's really bad. But I don't think we're getting the Glalie. I don't think we're getting the Glalie, so I'm just going to Unfair Stamp. I was right. I knew we weren't going to get it. Okay, so Monkey Dory, and then I guess I just sacrifice Let's go Fez. Yeah, 1, 2. And let's sacrifice the Snow Runt. Or no, I guess we sacrifice the monkey. Snow Runt? Monkey? Monkey? Snow Runt? Yes? No? Yes? Yes. We'll sacrifice the Snow Runt. And Super Smash Star, yeah, you are subbed, but it only pops up when you sub. So you haven't subbed today, so that's why it doesn't pop up. If we only had that card in our hand, we would have been totally fine. But I am definitely surprised. Like, I looked at all the post-rotation lists in Japan when, you know, Perfect Order came out, and it was so weird I didn't see Typhlosion. Right? Typhlosion just was not a deck that you saw in Japan, even though it seems the same amount of strong as it was before. Right? Like, how is it worse? How is Typhlosion not a playable deck in 2026 when it attacks for 1 energy, it can one-shot Megas, it can one-shot Dragapult with enough things? It's so boring. True. You know, there's barely anything going on upstairs. All right. Well, we can knock out the Fez. I have knockouts of the Typhlosions with my Frostlass. All right. I mean, I can shake and bake here. We can make some things happen. That's not going to help. All right. Let's I mean, their whole side of the field is prepped and ready to go. I guess I Pokepad. There's the stupid Glalie. So you were in the deck. You absolute buttface. All right, so I think what I should have done is just trap the Yveltal for a turn, but that wouldn't really have helped me out that much. Okay, so we'll go for Snow Runt, and then I'll put a Water Energy on the other Frostlass. So we'll put a Water Energy on this Frostlass. I go Judge. And, yeah, we get the thingy thing. I mean, that is not terrible. These are not terrible things that are occurring. All right, so they're probably going to send up this one, so I want to try and knock that out with my other stuff. And then, of course, we get the counter gain, which would have behooved me. Actually, yeah, we got the counter gain, so I can do that. And then I can counter gain this guy. I can smash. And then we don't take the knockout, so Fez doesn't activate. And then I put down another Monkey Dory. How exactly do I make this twerk? Oh, they have their Dracloak build. Damn it. That would have been great if they had to get that up and running. How we define as a fun deck? Well, it's boring. It's not that it's bad or that it's unfun. It's just boring. You know, you can have fun with a girl who's boring, right? And Ginkgo. But the problem is that I have to save it for last, right? I have to save it for doing the lasty and the pasty. All right, yeah, let's see what happens here. Okay. I think we have it, right? I knock out the active. This is a pretty unwinnable matchup, to be completely honest with you. And then they're probably just gonna be a little afraid right now. Ooh, they're sending me that one. Okay. So let's heal the monkey. I'll go 1. Actually, no, we go 1, 2, 3. Or do I put it on the Dreepy? No, we go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna risk it here, and am I going to risk it? Or do I just bosses and... Nah, let's risk it. Let's risk it, everybody. Let's just have some fun. Let's risk it like we're a brisket. Because if I get it here, I win. right? I turn an unwinnable matchup into a winnable matchup. The problem is if they have Brave Bangle, if they have Gravity Mountain, if they have like, there's like 5 different cards that can win them the game this turn, and I think they got it. But if they don't win this turn, I win next turn. So yeah, I should have just gone for the Glalie and the knockout, but that would have been boring. Oh, wow. They have to get it this turn. You know, it's not like they have a 5-card deck. Oh, right. I keep thinking, yeah, that's my bad. Oh, what are they doing? What? That you do not use Sacred Ash in this situation ever. You Pheasantipity and then you Dracloak, or you Dracloak and then you Pheasantipity, because they're doing 280, right? Because they have all 4 Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile. They're probably very low on supporters. Oh, they have a Carmine. That still doesn't, that makes even less sense. And okay, they got the Battle Cage. That's really bad, old Cage. But what I can do, which is very funny, you're going to see something very funny in a second. I just need to get an energy. I need to get a Darkness energy. As long as I have a Darkness energy, we will win this game. I don't currently have a Darkness energy, though. As long as we have a Darkness energy, we can win this game. I do not currently have a Darkness energy, though. And I wasted my counter gain earlier. So I'm not quite sure how I can do this unless... because I have to bosses. That's the problem, is I have to bosses in this situation. Yeah, we just have to top deck it. Or I can... yeah, okay. Thanks, PDCGL. Well, no, because... and After Crash, thank you for the raid. But no, I can't do that because... I thought we were going to get it. Okay, let's... I guess I just retreat into... oh, geez. I mean, it's going to have to be, as long as they don't have bosses, I can win. Okay, calm down, bro. Calm absolutely down. I have to go into... I have to retreat into my Frostlass. Oh, I screwed... and I didn't really screw that up. I think we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We go... 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's set up. And then we hold everything else. We Pokepad everybody out of the deck. And we get the Glalie out of there. So obviously, if they have a boss's orders, they win. But if they don't have a boss's orders, then we are in there. We are so deep inside them. I have another boss's. I have 2 Darkness and an Energy Switch. We would have won with any of those 3 cards. So unfortunate. And I guess I'll just heal the Yveltal because I don't want to damage the Pheasantipity any further. So this is just about healing the Frostlass. I know the Battle Cage is in play. Oh, okay. I got scared there for a second because the sideboard disappeared and didn't come back. All right, so I win the game if they retreat and don't bosses. Remember, they Sacred Asked 5 Pokemon back into the deck, but I win the game if they just go attach, retreat, no bosses, because I am guaranteedly going to get the thing. So this is it. We're going to destroy their soul. Just no bosses. If they have bosses, my soul gets destroyed. If they don't... oh my god! Why? Why couldn't you just let me have it? Why couldn't you just let me do a BBW? Oh, man. It's all After Crash's fault. We have not done a single BBW today. We were so close. You know, I put in the time, but it didn't work. All right, so let's, we'll go to this one. I might make some changes to the list. And Eevee, why does it always? Because it always does. It always does. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh no. Okay, I think I have to restart. I got the disconnect message. So just to be safe, I'm going to restart the game. Because the little disconnect thingy popped up. Again, it's kind of covered by the chat, so if the chat's running, you can't really see it. But maybe that means they're pushing an update live to fix everything. Maybe that means they just tweeted, oh, don't worry, everybody, we're fixing everything. Don't worry, everybody, everything that's broken. And no, it's not. No. But that's just, that's just kind of what happens towards the end of a game, right? It's just, if they have bosses, they can take their final prizes. I'm trying to stall out for a minute. Modern Warfare reacts short. Or short Marowak. So on Thursday, it will be Megastar Armory. I'm very just out of decks. There's barely anything left from Perfect Order. It's going to be Megastar Armory on Thursday. Maybe I'll play an Archaludon build. It's definitely going to be Steven's Metagross. It's definitely going to be Metang. Maybe I'll do an Archaludon one. And Dowd, Palafin, probably going to wait for Greninja if I do that. We also have big catch nets, but I think, I don't think the restart actually did enough. All right, and I'm just, oh, yep, I got to restart again. Got to restart again. Isn't that great? PDCGL is such a well-made game. Here we go. I love how you just get into these like little pockets. And I'm not talking about Natasha Bedingfield's pocket full of sunshine. I'm talking about these pockets of just where the game craps out and you have to just restart like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times and just hope. And Shiny Ray, we remember those days. We remember those days. And Adris, you might be the lowest rated player on PDCGL at 1200. And that did count as a loss, but we don't count that as a loss, okay? But yeah, we just got to keep going and keep hoping. Suni. This could be a rare situation where I only put like 2 games. Where I put like 2 games in a YouTube video. Is this Timu Sunny? Maybe. Oh, and then of course, as soon as I add this Yveltal, we get it at the worst possible time. I could have gone first. And Mark, oh no, that's, you're still in Ultra League. We're talking about Master League. We're talking where the cool kids hang out. All right. So yeah, of course they're playing Dragapult. Really wish we'd just started Badoo. Well, no, because PDCGL is an interesting game. Let's just put it that way. I think PDCGL might break. Of course not. Of course I don't hit anything off of the accompanying flute. Why would I? That's so stupid. Why would anybody hit anything off an accompanying flute? That's ignorant. Why would you even suggest such a thing? All right. Well, I probably should have done this in an opposite direction, but I have my direction is always going the wrong way. All right, let's Monkey Dory. We already know we've lost. We already know the game is over. Ooh, hang on. Hang on a second. Maybe we haven't completely lost the game. We've mostly lost the game, but not completely. It's a dead card. That's Dark Hobbit. Accompanying Flute is a dead card in your deck. So instead of having a 60 card deck, you have a 58 card deck, which is what really makes it great. Yeah, if we started the other Yveltal, because I added this at the last second, I was like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I put all 3 Yveltal in the same deck? So then I added this one, and then we started, and I get a nothing start. So maybe I do just have to go first. Yep, kind of figured they had the Crispin. So I think this is just let's I'm gonna tough it out for a second, but we all know I'm losing this one. Ginkgo, oh, they explained it on their website, like, in one community letter, but that's it. All right, so I can't do anything. There's another monkey. I, might be able to play the game at some point, but probably not. Ooh, terrible cards. Thank you. Ooh, unplayable cards. How spicy of you. How super duper spicy of you. Yeah, so we've just completely lost this game. I think that's pretty obvious right now, is that the game is already over because they're gonna get Dragapult Energy Retreat. So we'll save ourselves the time. We'll save ourselves the time of knowing everything that's gonna happen. But yes, if you didn't know, once you get to Arceus League, you enter a separate league. So you go from Ultra League at 550, and then you go to our Master League, which is its own league. So there's 2 separate ranked ladders in the game. It's just a cool thing they do. And I guess I just keep playing this for an hour, and then I'll switch. All right. So we go first. Hope for the best. You play tested all night. I never said I play tested all night. I play tested for a few games. And then we get the perfect turn 2 hand. Only 11 months. Only 11 months until Dragapult rotates. Watch this be Starmie. How much do you want to bet this is Starmie? Ooh, it's Cornerstone. Oh, okay. This is actually really good. I think this is actually the perfect matchup as long as they don't bump my stadium. Now, the question is, do I put the Darkness Energy on a Badoo and just kind of hope? No. That's a little bit too greedy, because if I attach to the Badoo and I don't get an energy switch next turn, I lose that energy for nothing. It would have been great if I'd gotten, anything. But I think this is a positive matchup for us, especially if I can get it up. Going first was absolutely the correct call. As long as they don't have Air Balloon attached knockout on the Badoo, I'm pretty much guaranteed to win this game. And that's perfect. Okay, so we're totally... Waitress? You see people in the 1400s playing Waitress, and they always hit. I've never faced anyone playing Waitress who has not hit a Waitress. Okay, that came out wrong. But I've never seen somebody not get Waitressed. All right, well, yeah, we're just gonna Lilies and hope, I guess. Was not expecting the turn 2 fully... Oh, good God. Okay, this is great. This is great. Everything is great. I think this is perfect, actually. I'm gonna see what the catcher gets me before committing to anything. Naturally. Naturally, we failed miserably. So let's go and get this guy. We have 2 Snorunt. All right, I believe this is just going to be the easiest of wins, the easiest win we've had in our entire life. And I'll start putting the damage on the Sol Rock, because the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon has an ability, so that will get beaten off. But yeah, I think I played against someone who had 3 Waitress in their deck one time. They hit every single Waitress. But this is just a worse Crispin. The only time you play Waitress is if you're playing a monocolor deck. But even then, just put another type of energy and just play Crispin, right? Just play Crispin. You know, counter gain makes more sense. Oh, you're playing Waitress and Barbarical. I don't think they know what my deck strategy is unless they, you know, get everything. All right, well, we're screwed. But I can definitely loop Badoo. And I know, right? I never flip heads. The PDC jail never gives me head. All right, there's that guy. I guess I put it into play since I know that my deck is kind of thin and I can maybe trap somebody later. All right, let's Night Stretcher for the Badoo back. Let's heal the Badoo that gets damaged. So we just want to put the damage on the Sol Rock. And then at some point, we'll just kind of... Ooh, we got Hand Trimmer. The card that no one remembers is still in Standard. I guarantee you, nobody here remembered that Hand Trimmer is still a Standard legal card. I guarantee you, no one remembered that this is Standard legal. I always thought this was in 151. So if you don't want to play Zerosic, just play Hand Trimmer. Right? It's only to 5, but against Alakazam, it still kind of does the thing. And, oh, I healed the wrong thing, didn't I? Yeah, so we'll just attack with that one, I guess. I don't know. I probably should have kept that one alive. But I could have sworn that Hand Trimmer was in the same set as... What the hell was the Grabber? I can't believe they named a Pokemon card Grabber. Of course they did. So yeah, each player discards cards from their hand until they have 5 left. Your opponent discards first. You know, you item lock them with Badoo after they Lilies. You know, a Dragapult player might have to get rid of 5 cards. An Alakazam player might have to get rid of 20 cards. If you don't want to play Zerosic because you find you don't have time to play it, but you see lots of decks with 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 card hands. Interesting decision. I guess they're going for the Monkey Dory, right? I mean, I guess the Frostlass would be the Frostlass would be the other option. Meowth, that's wrong. I would not have put the Meowth down. And thank you, Evie. Yes, I was waiting for someone to do that. All right, they got the bosses. They should have waited on the Monkey Door or on the Meowth, right? Because they can't use a supporter. I know I got rid of my Risky Ruins, but it's already done its job. Like, Risky Ruins has already completed its journey here. You know, they haven't stopped believing. Because it's completed its journey. Get it? Because they haven't stopped believing. Because it's completed its journey. Never mind. Really wish I had one of them Gust cards. Really wish I had one of them Gust cards still. All right, let's just Lilies. See what Lilies gets us. We're going to get 8 cards. How can we not find everything that we need? Wow, we didn't get anything that we needed. How can we not find anything that we need? Well, very easily, apparently. So we get the Snow Runt. We prize the Yveltal, because of course we did. So that makes things a little trickier. And then I will... So Counter Gain does nothing. I really wish I hadn't sucked my own butt. That would have been great. All right, let's... yeah, we'll do that. Hand Trimmer. And they got rid of the core memory. So they are playing Barbarical. Yeah, I guess it's just retreat into this Badoo and see what happens. Because I'm going to have to Mortys for quite a bit. The problem is I have to take a prize if I want to use Yveltal. Like, this is the perfect matchup for using Soul Destroyer. Naturally, we not only did we prize the Yveltal EX, but now we don't even have, like, an attack at any point. Because in a perfect world, I just clutch up the Meowth EX. Because they can't Barbarical to the Meowth. So I would Bosses, I would Clutch. Obviously, they forgot to bump the Stadium first. It's so annoying that I could have Night Stretchered for the energy back, but the deck plays 6 energy. Did they just Petrol for a Colress? Did they just seriously Petrol for a Colress? Doth mine eyes deceiveth me? Yeah, all right. We just have to hope. All right, so what number prize card is the Yveltal? Because that's what I'm going to end up choosing. All right, that's perfect. We can't do anything else. We're going to draw 4. Still didn't get an energy. We did get a Night Stretcher, which is theoretically an energy. Pick 3, my lord. All right, let's go and get, I guess another... No, we go for Corrosive Winds. We go Corrosive Winds, Corrosive Windings. And let's put... I mean, I guess I should worry about the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon at this point, because we're not doing anything fast. All right, so another 20. They can't play any items. This Cornerstone is definitely getting knocked out next turn, right? Because even if I just use Corrosive Winds... Okay, that's not very nice. But I have to take a knockout. The problem is we're going to take too many knockouts. We're going to knock out the Lunatone and the Cornerstone Mask. And then I just might not have it. Okay. Huh. Hopefully they bench somebody fresh. Yes. Hopefully they just bench somebody fresh. Okay, so they put a Riolu down. That's in Area 0. They forgot to do the thing they were supposed to do. Now, they could use Area 0 defensively here and just put a couple of people on the bench. But I don't think they're going to do that. Okay, so... Oh, they did. They put a Mega Zygarde down. Well, that is absolutely perfect, because I can bosses and hold the Zygarde, because they don't play a switch. AZ's Tranquility doesn't come out until next month. And I will have a YouTube short about AZ's Tranquility very soon, because it's very tranquil. So literally everybody said something different. But since Eevee is the most recent subscriber, I will go for number 3. Absolutely goated. Okay, so we bosses orders this guy. I clutch. And then they'll be able to get rid of somebody. But I do kind of have to heal this Monkey Dory. Kind of got to heal this Monkey Dory. All right, let's... 1, 2, 3. All right, and then here we go. I have everything set up. Everything is set up for me to Yveltal them. I'm going to take number 3 off the Lunatone, and then tell me which 2 prizes I should take off of the Cornerstone. Oh, almost screwed that up. Okay, so number 3. I knew it. Mods, ban everyone who said number... Just kidding. Please don't do that. All right, so you have to pick the 2 prizes. Which prize card should I pick next? Because I have 2. No, you have to tell me which 2. So you have to tell me which 2 prize cards to take. And I think... Oh, they have an energy switch. No freaking way. No freaking way they have an energy switch. Are you kidding me? What's worse than a switch? An energy switch in this situation. Are you freaking kidding me? All right. Well, we have lost this game, and they have prepared everything. So I would have had a board wipe. I probably would have been able to manufacture a board wipe here as long as PTCGL didn't screw me over. So naturally, PTCGL screwed me over. I would have played this game so differently. So differently. Okay, so who's got the biggest balls? Whoever has the biggest balls, I will choose. So Kilometers has the biggest balls, so it is 2 and 5. Oh, those are both of the cards I needed. Kilometers, you're my best friend. Okay, don't bump anything that's close to hitting. Don't bump the Meowth or the Solrock. Please do not bump the Meowth or the Solrock. Oh, wait, no, doesn't my Monkey Dory get knocked out? Oh, no, my Monkey Dory gets knocked out. Oh, no, never mind. Yes? No? Okay, we're fine. Oh, this is amazing. And we got everything. Oh, my God. No, not like this. Oh, wait, no, I can Monkey Dory. Oh, my God. We just won this game. Are you kidding me? We just won this game. Okay, so we go Yveltal, Counter Gain, Energy Switch. Don't mess this up, Pilot. Night Stretcher for the darkness. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's a big, beautiful board wipe. And then we destroy their soul. Their soul is destroyed. Look at that. All 3 of them dead. Boom, boom, boom. Rattle them off. PDCGL's like, oh, what the hell did you just do, pilot? I can't. My AI is not smart enough to figure that out. So, Kilometers, you single-footedly won us that game. So, congratulations. You can hold that over the rest of the crowd. If I'd listened to Lena, we would not have won. So, that's the thing that you should always know is never listen to women. Oh crap! No, wait, no. Never listen to women when it comes to Pokemon cards. No, when it comes to choosing your prize cards. There you go. When it comes to choosing your prize cards, men are better than women. I've done that before. Okay, I might cut that last part out of the video. We might cut that last part out of the video, but that's still gonna be in there. If the video abruptly ends and you're like, hey, where'd that I guess Lucario Cornerstone? If the video just kind of abruptly ends randomly, that's because I realized that I probably shouldn't that could be taken out of context. Alright, so that's the Monkey Dory build. And Big Smooth, thank you. Alright, that worked out well, so we'll play that one more. But yeah, that Miles, thank you so much. Lena, you would have got me one of the pieces. Wait, which was the Yveltal one? And Lena? Yeah, but you haven't done it yet. It's too late. It's too late, Lena. You can't clip something that happened in the past. I'd like to see you try. Yeah, oh yeah, sure, Lena. Yeah, let's see you try, Lena. We're facing off against someone called Sir Jugs a lot, okay? You think you can get me canceled? What about Sir Jugs a lot? All right, so I'm curious, Lena, what will it take? What will it take? You know, I got you know, give me oh crap. Okay, well we went first, which is bad. Okay. So I think this is slot box. So naturally we started our one Pheasantipity. And no, fine. Then I'll leave it there. You know, the YouTube audience can't know that they have to think that I'm family friendly. Yes, Evie, thank you for the gifted sub to Ginkgo. You've given 58 subs. That's crazy. You know, it's always crazy when people just gift subs on Twitch. It's like, hey, I like the way you talk. You talk good. Here's money. You say word good. Here money. All right, well, we know they're not doing anything turn 1, so I'll just, this could be a beautiful butt wipe here. Yeah, the corn one, that's going to be a mainstay. Evie, if you haven't seen that copy pasta, that's a new one. I don't think people understand that we use their copy pastas because it doesn't seem like they are written for the specifics of being used as a copy pasta. They're natural. They're big naturals, and I like them. All right, so they're just going to immediately Cypher Maniac for probably Area 0 and Terra Orb or something. Or, you know, Precious Trolley and something, so it's unfortunate. But, like, if you get a turn 1 Risky Ruins going first, you have to put it into play. Those are the rules. And Adris, well, there's a turn 1. Oh, I think PDCGL might break here. Oh, no. Okay, actually, this is perfect. PDCGL's probably going to break because it has to activate. Watch Risky Ruins go crazy. Such a well-made game, isn't it? Oh, such a well-made game. Kilometers, no, he, oh, wait, yeah, did he? No, they used Run Errand. Okay, they did the thing. They used Cypher Maniac, they put Trolley and, I guess, Redeemable Ticket on top. But this is a nightmare matchup for our opponent because I'm playing Frostlass and I have Risky Ruins down. It's also a nightmare matchup for me because I started my stupid Frostlass. All right, well, let's try to capture a Bouffalant. They might concede if I flip heads. Yeah, I think they might concede here, which is not what we want. All right, we lilies. We just hope for a retreat card. Oh, we got all the retreat cards in the world, but we didn't get anything else that we need. I think I get rid of... Yeah, we go... I don't want to get rid of double hand trimmer. So I think I get rid of Yveltal, right? I just have to keep it in my mind. Do not be an idiot. It's very difficult for me to remember things like that. But just pilot, don't be an idiot, and you will win this game. It is that simple. Just don't be a dummy. All right, so we just want to focus on the 3 Bouffalant and the 1 Kangaskhan. That's it. Right, because I don't need to knock out the 2nd Kangaskhan. And Dark Hobbit, wow, 6, why 6 Dark Hobbit? But thank you, Estrogen, Booth, Kraid Tiger, Copizami, Sourdough, and Maxi Pad, welcome in. Thank you for the 6 gifted Dark Hobbit. We're 2 away from 100 gifted, or from 100 people subbed to the channel all at once. No, did they just Petro for a Lilies? If you don't have an air balloon or a switch in that deck, you should definitely... Oh, no. We've had some very questionable plays, Petro plays today from people. But no, I will not do a Lapras EX stream when we hit 100 subs, okay? That is never going to happen. Do I put the Yveltal? I think I do put the Yveltal down because that's just an amazing spread card. It's like, is there a Dark-type Uxie? Yes, technically there is a Dark-type Uxie. We also have the Sneasel. We have everything. I literally have everything I need to win this game. All right, let's go. Oh, no, I want them to use their switch. So if they have a switch, I want them to use it. Because I don't want them to just be completely out of the game. But AZ's Tranquility, I will admit, Dark Hobbit, again, thank you very much. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just... You know, I'm so focused on AZ being so old and, you know, he's a gilf, that's for sure. All right. Well, they definitely rage quit. So unfortunately, we will not be... Oh, they're still here. I thought they rage quit because they did not do anything. We're about to take 1,000,000 prizes. So back in the day, I will talk about this in a YouTube short. But back in the day, we had a tag team supporter called Mallow and Lana. It was a... Yeah, there we go. It was a switch and suck your butt with that battle cage. Well, that's interesting. We can still hit the active, though, so that's the one good thing. But yes, we had a supporter back in the day called Mallow and Lana. It was switch and heal 120. This is essentially that, but worse, because it's switch and heal 80. They kind of need to play Crispin. We know they play tons of energy, so I definitely underestimated AZ's Tranquility. It is absolutely being played because there's just so many retreat lock cards. There's Ethan Sudowoodo, there's Yveltal, there's just, you know, putting someone in the active and then item locking them. And this is exactly what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to put the Latias into play. So I'm glad I gave them... Yeah, you still had to discard 2. So Mallow and Lana was originally... And Dark Hobbit... Thank you. Yes, for my suffering, you give me money. You know, I'm like a monkey in a cage, who's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then you just crack the whip. You make a whip out of money, and you're like, get back to suffering. Suffer for our entertainment. Monk. I don't know what's an animal at the zoo that suffers for people's entertainment. But yeah, look at this. This is 4 years of this. 4 years of watching 5 different battle cage activations being stopped, and the battle log telling us that all 5 Okay, that wasn't very nice. All of them? Yeah, all of them? Oh, man. Okay, well, Corrosive Winds does nothing. That's cool. I'm just going to... Yeah, calm your butt down. Let's, Lily's Determination, because I can still put 2 damage counters on the... Ooh, we got the Risky Ruins, baby. I will Ultra Ball these 2 away. We go for the Monkey Dory. Maybe I should have not used the Monkey Dory already. Right? I should have maybe let the damage not resolve, but I think it's fine. Okay, so we just put the damage on... Yeah, just a Kangaskhan, because you freaked me out when you said watch out for the Wallies. And believe it or not, I think it makes more sense to let the Pheasantipede take a hit. Right? You're probably thinking, Pilot, why would you want your Pheasantipede? Why would you want your bird to get cooked? Yeah, we got to watch out for Ice Cream and all that, but I'm winning the game right now. So believe it or not, it's a bad thing if we knock out the Latinas. We don't want the Latias. Yeah, the goats are the happiest because, you know, kids like goats. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, you are absolutely correct. AZ's Tranquility. It's just, when I was doing my previews of Chaos Rising, Perfect Order and Rotation still hadn't happened yet. So I was still under the guise of pre-rotation, and I was thinking, wow, these cards are really underpowered, but we're playing 4 Petrol in like every deck these days, okay? Cards are not powerful in 2026. So that's why I was wrong about AZ's Tranquility. There's the Ice Cream. Okay, so yeah, they probably aren't playing Wallies. And, oh, no, I will not be playing Lapras. Give me a good Lapras list, and then we can talk. But I will do a foot reveal at 1,000 paid subs. So we're almost 1/10 of the way there. But I'm not sure how I win this matchup. Oh, wow. Yeah, so getting back, I can still, no, I can BBW maybe, because this is their first prize they've taken, by the way, and I can item lock them. You know, we have to assume the Pheasantipede will get knocked out at some point. But that's fine. Yeah, we'll just bench that. Have to assume that's getting knocked out at some point. And thank you for a gifted sub to Hig Diggins. I appreciate it. All right, so remember, we just want the Pheasantipede to take as much damage to the face as possible. And the reason is, if I let the Pheasantipede suck its own butt, that would be a bad thing. All right, let's attach to you in case I need a free retreater. And let's Pokepad for a Monkey Dory, because we know they're not doing anything. Do I even have the... We prized it... Oh, no, it's in the discard pile. It's in the discard pile. Don't freak out, Pilot. It's okay. Only one or both feet? Well, now that you say so, yeah, I guess only one then. You know, I'll do a foot tease at 500 maybe, and then maybe another one. But yeah, John Dowd, thank you for the gifted sub. We are 1 away from 100, so the next person to sub will be the 100th subscriber to the channel that is active right now. That's a thinly veiled way of saying, hey, maybe you should sub. So yeah, you are correct that it can be found with Meow. So I'll write that down just as an addendum to what I was writing down, because I'm going to do like 5 shorts on Wednesday and then 5 more shorts for Friday. AZ's Tranquility can be found with Meowth, whereas, and used under item lock. And used under item lock. No, you get absolutely nothing. What do you get if you're the 100th sub? Absolutely nothing. Because it wouldn't be fair to the other people who subbed and got nothing. Okay. So they judged me, which is bad. And Mad Panda. So my stepsister is the 100th subscriber? But Mad Panda, thank you. Remember, if you're gifting just 1 sub, please do your damnedest to just choose someone who isn't subbed from the chat. Yeah, that's the problem, is please try and choose someone from the chat. I guess I just Morty's because we have a huge deck. And Mad Panda, I completely understand. Mad Panda, we hit our first flute. We hit our first accompanying flute, everybody. And Eevee, that's when I had to bribe people. That's when I had to bribe people. Okay, so let's just assume they don't have a bosses, okay? That's what we're assuming. We're assuming no bosses, so I'm going for Yveltal. All right, you can go there. Everyone has free retreat, so that's not really a thing I can deal with. And yeah, you want to knock out the Fez, you can have the Fez. You want to knock out the Fez and Skibbity, why? Make my day, bro. So then I guess I 1, 2, 3, and yeah. Sure. Yeah, let's go into the snow rent. And Mad Panda, thank you again. So yeah, thank you to everyone. So Eevee, you got the sub train rolling, big smooth. And then Eevee with another gifted sub, Dark Hobbit with 6 subs, John with 1 gift, Mad Panda with 1 gift. And Lena, Toxtricity. Yeah, we're going to Toxtricity next. I just wanted to do Frostlass Monkey Dory first. I don't have a Medicham build. You know, it just seems way too difficult. Right? Where did I put the... There it is. It just seems way too difficult to put 2 energy on a Medicham. And, like, it's having 2 darkness on the Yveltal. It doesn't seem great. It just seems like it's not something I'd be able to get up. And, you know, I have trouble getting things up a lot. As long as you don't have another jumbo ice cream, we win the game. Crap. As long as you don't have a 3rd jumbo ice cream. And Professor Oaks, thank you. You're a little late, but I still appreciate the money. And Flayton HD, welcome in. And, you know, if you just want to give me money, right? If you don't want to, because gifting random people subs is good, but if you want to give me more, share of more money, give me butts. So just send me as many butts as you can, because I think streamers get a bigger share of bits than they do from subs and gifted subs. So if you're just like, oh, I just want to give Pilot, I just want to baste Pilot with my money, well, you can do that. Also, the Sneasel is game. All right. So yeah, if you just want to baste me with your money, I will happily accept it. But yeah, bits are actually more money, which is really good. All right. So we Morty's away the hand trimmer. Can I just get an energy switch, please? That's not an energy switch. They've had 2 bosses this entire time and they just can't find them. They've had 2 bosses this entire time. All right, let's go for... Is that the fabled 3rd Monkey Dory? Is that the 3rd Monkey Dory we see? All right, well, you're going to run out of jumbo ice cream at some point. Yeah, bro, what are you going to do with your 0 jumbo ice cream? And yeah, we'll just keep doing the thing. And then I retreat into, I guess, this guy. And kilometers. Wow, 1,000 butts. That might be one of the biggest butts I've ever seen. And you started a hype train, which is even better. So yeah, this won't be in the YouTube video no matter how it ends, because their timer's going to be at 10 minutes by the time I win. But this is my win condition, obviously, because nothing can protect it unless they get a Rabska. But yeah, kilometers, appreciate it. Lena, no, Twitch, I don't think I'm allowed to say, but you can just search it up on the internet and get a very quick answer. Twitch takes a decent portion, shall we say. I do not get 100%. It is a hefty portion that they take. Yeah, they're just gonna go for bosses on the Fez, but that's why I have Night Stretcher. I think bits, it's much closer to 100%. but subs, it's not 100%. let's just be very clear there. It's not 100%. And if you're wondering why the ads are somewhat... Oh, and Adris, yeah, sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I just probably got sidetracked. Well, it's been out for 4 years. So at the end of the year, I think day 1500 is the end of this year, right? Because the 5-year anniversary is February 22nd of next year. 1500, 5 times 3 is 1500. So, like, October, November, probably? Oh, they went for the Yveltal. Do they not realize that that's not really... And they had 4 Jumbo Ice Cream. Imagine facing a spread deck and you played 4 Jumbo Ice Cream and you had Battle Cage most of the game and you still lose. And they got the 1 heads. Okay, so I just have to waste as many cards as I can. So I'm playing all my cards, not because I want to, but because I have to. Because this is the one we're knocking out. I have to knock out this Kangaskhan because they didn't heal that one, and then we just get the energy switch just naturally. I love getting big naturals just in my hand. And, well, that's the official... Because that's the day that PTCGO died. Right? The day that PTCGO died was June. But PTCGL originally came out on February 22nd. All right. And then we prized the unfair stamp. Well, we have a positive win rate, but we've only done 1 BBW. All right. 15... Actually, I'll type it in. 1,500 days from February 22nd, 2022. Wait, what? Oh, it's already happened. It was April 2nd, apparently. Okay, so we'll just go for the typical... yeah, apparently April 2nd was day 1,500. So Pokemon TCG Live celebrated day 1,500 by breaking, essentially. No, we want to go second, definitely with this list, because you play Toxel and stuff. Well, they rarely acknowledge anything. Remember, PTCGL launched right at the time of a Pokemon Presents, and they never talked about it. And Lena, do you? I mean, with this hand, yeah, I probably would have wanted to go first. Is it too late? It's way too late. Direwolf has already been fired. But Lena, my reasoning is that you can call for family. So with my luck, obviously I want to go second and increase my chances of having a good start. Well, you have to understand, it's trauma. It's past trauma with this deck. And are they even here? But yeah, we're day 1,512. PTCGL is 1,512 days old and still doesn't... Oh my goodness. Oh, this is absolutely a chance to win this game. If only I was going second. Wait, you Proton first. Bilbus Baggins. Oh no! They got the Articuno. Damn it. Okay, so we have to knock out the Articuno first. Glore Bilbus at 119 with Mewtwo. And we're playing the Toxtricity build. Oh, this is bad. Do I have a trolley in the deck? What's the A spec? We got an unfair stamp. Well, I think that's a pretty easy choice right there. I think that's a pretty easy unfair stamp off the petrol. And John Dowd, thank you very much. All right, so let's go double Monkey Dory. I think I'm probably going to end up sacrificing a Monkey Dory, even though I really don't want to. And then we just go double Toxel. I have Ultra Ball for Fez and Skibidi. I guess I can also manufacture like a Mega Absol knockout here. Because if I can just Mega Absol Claw of Darkness the Mewtwo, there's not a whole lot they can do. Like, the problem is going to be the Spidops, right? Because Mega Absol is weak to... Okay, so actually, Yveltal. This is what I wanted to talk about, is that you're probably going to end up using Yveltal's secondary attack more than its firstendary attack. Because 210, think about what 210 knocks out. 210 knocks out Ogerpon, knocks out anything weak to Dark, so Mewtwo, knocks out Latias as well, knocks out Fezandipity, knocks out Meowth. And normally I'd use Mega Absol in this situation, which is bad. But this is actually perfect. Okay, so obviously they're taking the knockout of my Toxel, which is not great. Nobody sees more... Okay, all right, okay, geez. All right, well, gee, okay. So I think it behooves me more to just let the Munkidori get knocked out, because we know they have a Farticuno in their deck, but they didn't play it, which is... And Jinko, thank you for being irresponsible with your money. I appreciate it. So we have Nighttime Mine. I have Air Balloon. I guess I just Pokepad for a Toxtricity and hope. Because then I can go Pokepad for Toxtricity. And, I mean, I know it's risky doing all this. But if I can just, you know, get an Yveltal, then we might be fine. So let's go directly into Sinister Surge to Yveltal. Put the 1 energy on this guy. Stamp them. And then just sort of see what happens. Right? Because as long as they don't get an Ariana or something good, we should be fine. Ooh, this is amazing, except for the fact that I have nothing good going on. Board wipe. Board wipe. Not a big butt wipe, a big board wipe. All right, and if I'd gone for the Air Balloon, we would be able to take multiple knockouts this turn. Isn't that crazy? I could have taken multiple knockouts. And yeah, I don't want to waste anything, so we'll just go end turn. So we're in a very compromising position. I am in downward dog right now. We are just faced. Oh my god. When have I ever used an unfair stamp that actually worked? Has that ever happened in the history of my life? I gave them Ariana into Team Rocket's energy, into Factory, into everything. But if they don't evolve their Tarantula, I might just... they got it. Also, if they notice that Articuno just wins them the game, they'll just go for Articuno. But maybe they can't read. So press 1 if they can't read. If they can read... well, that's also bad. All right, so it's not necessarily that they can read or not read. It's that we're just kind of screwed. All right, well, in this situation, we know they're not thrusting. We know they're not gusting. We know they're not the guy who played the Flash. They're not Grant Gustin. FM Boss, Mega Absol is weak to grass. Isn't that cool, Mega Absol being weak to grass? All right, well, in this situation, we obviously just bosses the Mewtwo. That's not... that's kind of obvious. And then next turn, we can Soul Destroyer. Destroyer, I hardly knew her. All right, let's... yeah, we attach there. Adrenabrain. I guess just take the 1 and put it there. Dark Strike. Alrighty, we are in this game. Because as long as they don't put the Farticuno down, we'll be totally fine. If they do put the Farticuno down, that's also great because I can just reuse Dark Strike, or I can, you know, sacrifice a Munkidori or something. And Ben, thank you. So they probably think that I'm weak to grass, which I'm not, or they have a Brave Bangle and then I lose. So then we're even doing worse. But yeah, you can't use Dark Strike again. You can use Soul Destroyer. So as long as they don't go for Articuno, 420, baby. Please, don't go for Articuno. You can't read. You can't read. Press 1 if they can't read. If they can't read, yes, they can't read. Okay. We can take 2 more prizes if they can't read. And oh, they can't read. They think they totally think I'm weak to grass. We got Petulant. There's our okay. That's still fine because I can still use Soul Destroyer. Oh, you gave me a perfect hand, bro. Yes. Oh my God. This is. Oh God. Please no Brave Bangle. No Brave Bangle. No Bangle. Pretend like. No, they got it. Remember when I unfair stamped them to 2 and they got an Ariana and everything? Remember when that happened? Remember when we almost had everything we ever needed in the history of the world? Please tell me the Bangle is prized. Yes. Oh, they're taking their time. Please, Bangle is prized. Bangle is prized. Come on. PDCGL, don't hold us in. Oh, they got everything. Oh, man. Okay. Of course. Of course, they just have it all like that. That is such a... That's such a feels bad, right? That's such a... You're such a butt face. All right, maybe they don't have another one, right? Can we hope that they don't have another one? All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hope that we find our last Night Stretcher. Well, actually, I might have another one. But I'm going to use Petulant because I can take a big turn here. I can take a huge turn, unless they have Giovanni, which we all know they're going to have Giovanni. Is that even a question? They're going to have Giovanni. They've had everything this game. I needed them to have one bad turn, and they haven't even done that. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. And then I have to play with my balls, get rid of that and that. I can't put Pheasantipity down. I mean, I guess I put Pheasantipity down next turn. No, we just, they're going to take a knockout of the Petulant. I'll have 2 bench spots. I have Lilies in my hand, so that's a decent thing. All right, let's hard retreat. Go into the Petulant. Poison Chain. All right, we have a chance to win. We have a very slim chance to win this game. It requires them not having Giovanni, though. As long as they don't have Giovanni, we can maybe win this game. But then they also have to not have Giovanni the following turn. Because I think I miscalculated a little bit. Or, I mean, I guess if they don't have their other Spidops, right? If they don't have their other Spidops, we can win this one. So this is going in the YouTube video no matter what. Because I want to be absolutely spanked here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is it, everybody. This is it. As long as I can... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, they got the Spidops. Oh, God. Why couldn't they prize anything? Why couldn't they prize anything? Because now they're definitely going to have it. There's nothing I can do now. They're going to have a Giovanni. They haven't played a Giovanni. So it's just going to be Gust for game. And again, there's nothing I can do. Oh, man. So annoying. You know, you just need them to have, hey, can you go 1 turn? Can you go 1 turn without having everything? Just one. Just 1 turn. That'd be super cool of you. All right, let's Fez down. Yeah, I guess I have to get rid of that. Doesn't matter. I have Zerosic. Oh, if we can get... No, because if I use Zerosic, they're just going to keep Giovanni, right? If I get Zerosic, they're just going to keep Giovanni, so... what does it matter? And the fun thing is we would have had it. Isn't that the worst possible thing that could have happened? We would have had it. Oh, I have 7 energy in the discard pile. So never mind, we would not have had it because I have 7 energy in the discard pile. And unless... Ooh! Okay, how do I do this? I think I have to Fez first? Because I have to... I don't know what the correct order of operations is here. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we didn't get it. All right, well, that can't be in the YouTube video. God, just don't get the secret box, right? And Adris, because PDCGL is a well-made game. Yeah, I know. Professor Oak, it happens to any card. It's not specific to one card, it's every card that you can use. Like, Boss's Orders just might not work. Right? Boss's Orders can sometimes just not select a target. Oh, man, we were just so close. Yeah, Unfair Stamp is the worst A-spec. Like, we were one card. If they just prize the Brave Bangle, if they don't find the secret box, if the Unfair Stamp sticks for a turn. So they needed about 6 or 7 things to go right to win that game, and they got all 6 or 7 of those things. And their deck is evolving, by the way. Okay, well, we have to start the Sneasel. I mean, this is a pretty good turn. It's a pretty good turn 2 hand. Oh, this is the dream. Oh, this is the dream. Wait, it's the dream. Okay, we're going first. I can potentially do it turn 2. I can potentially do the thing turn. Oh my God, we can potentially do it turn 2. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, everybody just chill. And we got a Darkness Energy. Oh God. Oh, okay. Okay, I have to be very calm. As long as we didn't prize the Yveltal, we can do a BBW. We didn't. Oh, okay. Everybody, just calm down. Okay, everybody, just be chill. Just be super duper calm. Do not freak out, okay? Everyone be chill. Just, as it could happen. I do have to take a risk, though. Because we have the Petulant. I have 2 Air Balloon. It's just so tough. I guess I Pokegear to see what I get. So we have Petrol. If I Petrol next turn, is that any way to do it? Oh, this is so tough. I have to take such a chance right now. Because if I attach the basic... I have to. Unfortunately, I have to do it. I don't want to do it, but I have to. Okay, so this is going to be in the YouTube video no matter what happens. Because this is the dream matchup. This is Alakazam. Abra only has 50 hit points. I have to Lilies, yes. Unless I top deck one of the pieces I need. If I top deck an energy, I win the game. And they just immediately concede. If I top deck, I think it has to be an energy, right? Because if it's a Petulant or an Air Balloon, we don't have it. And if you're wondering, yes, I did say I was going to include last game in the YouTube video, but then some unpleasantness happened. Well, I think... Oh, wait, is it? Yeah, so, wait, did I just... I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I have it. I just play with my balls. I just play with my balls, and that's game. Yes? We just play with our balls. Oh, I enjoy playing with my balls so much. You have no idea how much fun it is to play with your balls. If you haven't done it lately, I highly recommend it. I hate how it's at the end because it's alphabetical. Okay, please don't concede. Do not concede. This is a BBW. This is the best BBW I've ever seen. Please do not concede. Please don't. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please be chill, bro. Go. You alt-tabbed away. You're like, oh, my opponent's playing a deck. They alt-tabbed away. You're not reading the card. You can't read. I'm not BMing you. I'm playing literally as humanly fastly as possible as I can. Oh, yes. Oh, it's the beauty. The beauty. Oh, that is so amazing. That is... Oh, God. I need a new keyboard. Oh, God. Oh, we did it. The absolute dream. The absolute freaking dream. And it happened. And the immediate concede. Thank you for at least toughing it out. Oh, it is... That's the greatest feeling I've ever had, other than putting peanut butter between my toes and squishing them together. I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think it was ever possible that PDCGL would give me that moment. PDCGL gave me the greatest moment. So this is going to be like a 10-minute video. And Cal, yes, if you didn't have headphones on, I apologize, and hopefully you weren't watching me on the TV. But that's the second BBW I've done today. All right, it's just BBWs all day. You know, that was going to be the stream title, but I figured Twitch wouldn't have allowed it. All right, you know what? Going first last time worked out so well. Let's do it again. You know, people are giving butts everywhere. Ooh, this is great. This is as long as they're not playing like Solrock Premium Power Pro. And Lena, thank you. Everyone, please, if you can do one thing for me, please just click the link. You don't have to watch. I mean, I guess just watch the clip just so you can. But can you just watch the clip so it gets more views? Because the more views it gets, the higher up I appear on like the top clips for PDCGL. And the clip might get recommended to people. And thank you, Lena, for clipping. Out of all the things you could have clipped, Lena, I'm glad it's that. You know, out of all the things Lena could have clipped, I'm very happy that's what it was. Oh no! Oh! Okay, unfortunately, this is not the dream situation. Wait. There's still a chance. Hang on. There's still a slight chance we can make it work here. This is much more difficult, though. This is much more difficult because I need Toxtricity, Energy, Air Balloon, Switch next turn. But this is literally right after the last one. And Ben, many people's first impression. Well, no, it's me taking the knockout. So Lena did the right thing. Oh, this could be amazing. We could take a 3 prize. Please, Lily. Please, Lily. Please lead us to the promised land, Lily. I have never said anything bad about you before. Oh, oh God. They even put a Togepi in play. Oh God. Oh no, they have Hilda. Oh, okay. Well, this is fine. This is fine because I can win this matchup. They have Enriching Energy. They have the Dunsparce. That's not great. Please, Lily. Greatest moment in history. Okay, yes. Lena, it's Yveltal in time. We need a 3-card combo off of 9 cards. Oh my God. Okay, we only need a 2-card combo. We just need Toxtricity. No! Oh, we got it! Oh my God! Oh, yes. There's no way! Back-to-back games! Oh my God! I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. PDCGL, you're being so nice to me. Oh, PDCGL, you don't know. You've turned me from a boy to a man, PDCGL. I woke up this morning a boy. I have become a man. I have done so many BBWs today. I've beaten off back-to-back Alakazam players, and we got the Togepi. Oh my God, there's no way they're still here. You gotta give your opponent a thumbs up for that one, right? Oh, thank you. Oh, you gotta give your opponent at least a thumbs up, though. You gotta be that respect. You gotta put some respect. Back-to-back games. I have never done so many BBWs at once, and I just did it back-to-back, like I'm back in college. Okay, I don't care. I don't care if we don't win another game. I don't care if we don't win another game after that one. That was amazing. We have a YouTube video. I don't care if it's just these 3 games and it's like a 15-minute video. That has to go in there. And Lena, yeah, I think you were the one that I think a couple people agreed with you, but yeah, it was either going to be Skarmory or Yveltal today because testing didn't go great. Like, it's not that testing went bad, it's just that I wasn't able to wipe anyone's butt. Hey Diggins, everything is forgiven. I'm gonna scrap every video I had plans for basting PDCGL with my hatred boner. I can just delete everything on my Google Docs. Just everything can be deleted now. Just everything is forgiven. You are all forgiven. No, this is not that build anymore. All right, let's send that out. And then, you know, I'll take it. I'll take anything. Yeah, anything. You want to send all the Lucarios and all the bad starting hands at me, that's fine. No, I do have a video. I will upload a video on the 3-year anniversary of PDCGO going down. So that's June 5th, I believe you said. It's like June 4th, 5th, or 6th, depending where you live. But yeah, I do have a video that will go up then. It was originally going to be a YouTube short, and then I was like, you know what? I won't make it a short. I'll make it a long. And then, oh, hey, the thing is coming up, so there you go. Yeah, I didn't think there was any Chansey. All right, well, looks like we're attaching to the Yveltal and just going from there. And yeah, so it's just under 2 months. Yeah, I was gonna do a short, now it's a long. It'll still probably be like under 10 minutes, just because I don't want to rant too much. Like, I'm okay ranting a lot, but not too much, right? FM boss, I would say Team Rocket Sneasel is better, right? Because Yveltal requires them to have low HP. I'll grab the Sneasel real quick just to show you. But I think if I'm putting something in the deck that's a spicy card to beat people off who have damage counters on them in a dark deck, it's just going to be Team Rocket Sneasel. Right? Because you put what? You put 100 damage on a Mega Kangaskhan and then repel it to the bench. You knock out a Kangaskhan, you take 3 prizes, right? So just this is the much better card because Shaman doesn't protect multi-prizers. And, you know, Yveltal can get stuck by... Because remember, oh yeah, that's the other thing. Sneasel is damage from an attack. Yveltal is an effective in attack. That wasn't me, that was BDCGL. So Yveltal is an effective in attack, so Rocky Fighting and Mist Energy block it. Sneasel doesn't get blocked by that, just gets blocked by Shaman and Rabska if you're trying to hit a single prizer or anybody. So no, Sneasel is better. Sneasel is much better than Yveltal. Yeah, I mean, the game has been broken for a month, right? You have to just be like, the game has been broken for a month. Well, that's goated. Okay, so we do that. I will Lily's Determination. And that's really good. So we go Frisky Ruins. You can go down. I guess I Pokepad for Carvana, because then I can go for Mega Signal. Because Carvana is weak to grass. Carvana, be weak to the grass. And then I think in this situation, I just put the 3 on the Makuhita. And we hit end turn. I think that's fine, because I can attack with the Yveltal. I can Soul Destroyer. Destroyer, I hardly knew her. Yeah, that's fine. The Lucario is not good, but it's not bad. You know, if I still had Energy Switch, I would have put the Monkey Dory down, but I'd rather just save the Darkness Energy for the Pedo. But this is absolutely an underrated card, because you just you do one attack with you Pedo them once. You use your Pedo once, and then you're just like, okay, I can put 30 onto your Lucario, or no, I guess your Kangaskhan, but like it's just better. It's just better. I my brain broke. Okay, PDCGL gave me 2 Alakazam matchups in a row. What do you think is going to happen to someone's brain after that? All right, so there's Mega Signal for the Pedo. And we'll get that guy up and running. We'll go Pokepad for a Toxtricity. Unfortunately, I don't quite have it. So we have to attach to you. Toxtricity to the Yveltal. And Greedy Fang for 70. So I do knock out the Lucario next turn, as long as they don't have a Maximum Belt or 2 Premium Power Pro or a Maximum Belt and a Premium Power Pro. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Exactly what I... Uh-oh. It's exactly what I said. So, you know, I could have... Is my energy evolved? My energy is evolving. There's one PP. They play with their PP once. They play with their PP again. Yeah, they're going to try. Isn't PDCGL a well-made game? My energy is evolving. Oh, this game is great. Hey, what if your energy could evolve? Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, my energy is... You see the effect right there at the bottom? That's the, like... I can't remember what that effect is, but that's basically my energy evolving. Well, if the leak is true that it's your once per game mechanic is reviving someone who got knocked out from the thing, that could be very easily implemented into the TCG. Right? Your PX attack or whatever they end up calling it, like you just once per game you can bring a Pokemon back from the card graveyard and accelerate like 2 energy or something. Or you can bring back any Pokemon from the graveyard. Like, that might be a little too powerful, but it would make the game a lot crazier. Oh, actually, no, that's good for us. If you want to knock out the Yveltal, that's great, because I'm knocking out your Lucario. Yeah, like, it would have to be a once-per-game mechanic. I really miss once-per-game mechanics. I think they just make the game more interesting. Like, it's just kind of boring without them, right? It's kind of a boring world where you don't have those anymore. All right, well, I do resist fighting, so they have to Mega Brave. And they don't have a Lucario set up, so I might just win this game. I wasn't even paying attention half the time. I wasn't even paying attention, and we might just win the game. Because I'm knocking out the Lucario. Oh, no, the Pedo has to have damage on it. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. I forgot about the Pedo needing damage. It's been a long time since I've seen a Pedo. Okay. That's less good. So I don't have a retreat card. Which means I need to... Yeah, I think now they might win. Because I need to put the Pedo there. And then Cypher Maniac. I don't even know. Yeah, unfair. I guess unfair. Let's just put unfair stamp on the top, because most likely they're taking a knockout. So that means it doesn't matter what my next thing is. But yeah, let's do that. So just don't do anything and end turn. Yeah, that's interesting. Ben, it'd be a glorified revive. Well, it'd be for like competitive, right? For competitive play, you use like your mechanic. I don't know, but I'm not quite sure how it would work. Like, it's just a leak that people mentioned. Whether or not it's real, who knows? All right, so wait, should I don't have the Grimmsnarl build of Yveltal. Maybe I should get that one prepped, because that one seems like it might have a decent chance of working. I just really thought we would have a horrible stream and I would never launch anything at any point. So let me look at the 2 Frostlass builds. Or sorry, the 2 Grimmsnarl builds. There's a 3-3-2 and a 4-2-3. But one has 2 Yveltal EX and 7 energy. The other one has... So I think I'll kind of just combine them. Oh, please no. Please don't just give us Terra Pokemon that do nothing. Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious they were just gonna have it like that after I forgot that the pedo has to be hurt a little bit. So remember that. Next time you see a pedo, make sure you beat it off a little bit. My main issue with Terras is that I really do think the designers of the game are very, very lazy. Right? There's no other way to put it. The designers of this game have gotten very lazy when it comes to just doing anything. Because back in the XY era, there were ancient bodies or whatever. They weren't just gilfs. There was like, see, who put that unfair stamp there? What attractive person put that unfair stamp there? But they just gave up. Ancient traits, thank you, yeah. Ancient, more like when I go to the old folks' home, I get some ancient treats, if you know what I mean. All right, let's pop in. Oh, I can bosses if I want to. I don't want to, but I could. I'm saying that I could. I don't want to, but the option is available to me. And Lena, you officially have 13 clips. You're the clips leader. Are you proud of yourself, Lena? You're the leader. You're the leader of these foot soldiers. All right, well, don't pull a pilot. Don't pull a pilot, okay? Don't do that. Don't pull a pilot. As long as I don't pull a pilot, we'll be okay. So let's go. Yeah, I guess I get Mega Absol just as a safety precaution. Because, I mean, I can't put the Absol down right now. That would be a game-losing move. I cannot put the Absol down right now, because if they just have bosses PP, they win. They need 2 PPs to knock out the pedo, but they would just need 1 PP to knock out the Absol. So I don't want to risk it. I probably should have checked how many PPs. Yeah, they've only played with their PP once. You know, they don't have a Fez. Mark, you forgot to tell me not to talk, Mark. I blame this one on you, Mark. You forgot you forgot to tell me I'm not allowed to talk. I pay Mistress Paddlepot extra for that sometimes. Oh, it's a Makuhita. Okay, never mind. We're fine. You know, if they'd played a little bit faster and I was paying attention, this probably would have made it to the YouTube video. Did bro just win the game? Did bro just win this game? Actually, I don't think I did. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay, hang on. There's no way they top deck what they need, right? There's absolutely no shot they top deck what they need. I have Kangas. Oh, I can just bosses. Oh, geez. Yeah, I needed another monkey. That was my bad. All right, so you do 30, so we want 1, 2, done. Retreat. Oh, if I'd gone for a second monkey, yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. I was trying to give them a terminal period. I wanted to period all over them. Yeah, I wanted to period all over them because I don't want to win with a pedo. I don't want to just win by beating off a pedo. I wanted to win funnily. I wanted to period all over them. If I can't have fun with a BBW, I want to period all over them, okay? God, it's like you don't know me at all. I thought, after 4 years, I thought you'd know. Yeah, see, they're running away because they're a coward. Or are you in the Wizard of Oz because you're the cowardly lion? Oh, they had Max. Oh, that would have been so clutch. Remember when I said there's no way they get what they need off the top? Do you remember that? Do you remember when I said that? They literally top decked the exact card they would have needed to win. The exact card they needed to win the game, they top decked. All right, and again, I'm going to punish you for not playing Rocky Fighting. If you played Rocky Fighting Energy, you would have won this game, bro. Now I'm going to period all over you. All right, so yeah, we'll do the pedo. We'll wear the pedo helmet after this next game, and then I'll play the Grimmsnarl one to finish up the stream. Because I would like to wipe someone's butt just once, right? OG Pokemon Master. OG Pokemon. I wonder if they're also a baiter. Oh, and don't worry, I did play one ranked game in TCG Pocket, so by doing that, I will get 50 pack hourglasses when the ranked period ends. All right, for Lena, I will go first. Because I think technically for the Sharpedo build, you do want to go first, because then you can do 270 turn 2, potentially. My deck is evolving. Unless you start double Pecharunt, then it's a little less good. Yeah, they're a Gen 1er. Well, Lena, again, I listened to a woman, and it got me in trouble. That's actually fine. Never mind. Oh, never mind, Lena, you're right. Okay. Goated. Okay, never mind. I have it. And I think just in case they item lock me, I'll do the thing. All right, perfect. As long as we don't get judged, we're fine. Item locking is fine. Judging is bad. You do not judge someone. Yeah, there it is. But I should be able to. Yeah, there. See, I knew it. I'm a freaking genius. And then they get the turn 1 lilies. Okay. All right. Well, let's OG Pokemon Master at 157 with Dragapult. No, there's no way. All right, I gotta get the Rapster real quick. I'm gonna need to get it up. Okay, everyone calm down. I need to get the Rapska. I think PDCGL is sick of me and what I've done because they just put a Rapska down. So our hopes and dreams of potentially living the dream are all but gone. But the good news is that, I mean, they are playing Dragapult, and this seems like a fairly okay matchup for us. Right, I'm doing 70. I have to do this in the correct order, but Rapska is very bad for Yveltal. But it's very important that I subjugate my chains first, and then we evolve so it breaks the poison. See? Literal genius. Unfortunately, I started double Pecharunt in my opening hand, which is absolutely horrific. And then we just get the Pecharunt back. Thank you. All right, well, let's do that. I think I need to take the 1 from the Pecharunt, put it on the Rellor, and then just draw a couple cards. Well, they can't go to Hooters yet. You know, they can pretend to go to Hooters and then, you know, okay, wow, this is a hand. You know, they can tell their stepson, they're going to Hooters, and then they don't have enough money, or they were kicked out of the Hooters, so then they have to go to TGI Fridays and hope that the old lady that's working that always undoes one extra button when you show up is working, and then you have a chance. So I can potentially Yveltal this turn and knock out like a Dreepy and a Rellor and, I mean, maybe a Duskull. If everything goes right, I can do some crazy things. And there's the Crispin. Okay, so they got Crispin, but they're not taking any knockouts. I believe the deck has energy. Oh my god, imagine, how is that even possible? How do you have Rare Candy Dragapult? How do you have everything before the Noctowl? Like, this is wild. Like, even when they're playing a Rabska build, there's an unfair stamp. Okay, well, that's fine. Because what are they going to do? Take me out of my great hand and give me 2 dead cards? That would never happen. All right, but there's no way they get a boss's next turn if I retreat my Pedo, okay? There is no way, no world, no how where that happens. Also, I can just Hungry Jaw. I can actually Hungry Jaws and take the knockout of the Dragapult this turn. If things go half as good for me as they went for them. Because I believe I have Unfair Stamp, but obviously I can't use it because they're not taking a knockout. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, but I can draw 2 cards. Because this is the Sharpedo Kangaskhan build that I showed off last year. You kind of just jam an Yveltal in there. All right, it's not ideal, but I can draw 2 cards. And I can also knock out the Relor, which is another good thing. It had some cards, but nothing too crazy. All right, let's thin out a card. I guess I go get the Toxel, because we can't get the Carvana. This is probably just going to come down to if the Kangaskhan gets me what I need. It's probably just coming down to this. And also, I can Hungry Jaws as well. So I think that's what I do. I think I have to Hungry Jaws. Because I'm not in range. They would have to pop the Clops. Yeah, I'm not 6 damage counters in range. And we got nothing. And we got nothing. Great. So I have to heal the Monkey Dory. I guess it's the correct call to put the damage on the Dragapult, because I'm doing 270, and then I can knock out the Dragapult between turns. So then we subjugate some chains. Put that there. I'm going to put the Toxel down, because I know they're about to screw me over bigly here. All right, we can win, but I mean, come on. How do you have Rare Candy, Dragapult, Meowth for Crispin, Noctowl after a Lilies to 8? That is just so wild to me that Dragapult can always have it like that, even when their life is not doing so hot. No, I'm still playing the BBW deck. It's different decks that have Yveltal in them. Right? Like, the Dragapult is set up. Well, not anymore, so I have to knock out the Rabska now. So these are all Yveltal decks. It's just you're trying to set up knockouts. The problem against Dragapult is that I have to go a little bit faster than I would like to, and they're going to Dusclops and probably knock out the Monkey Dory and then make me hate life. Yep, here we go. But I can still knock out the Dragapult and power up my Pecharunt. So this could work out. It's just, unfortunately, now that they have the Rabska, I am absolutely screwed, because now I can't hit anyone on the bench. Not that it would really matter, but if I... yeah, they're probably just going to knock out the Monkey Dory, because that's the big threat. Yeah, they're going to knock out the Monkey Dory, put all the damage counters on the monkey. But there is a chance we win. There's still a chance we win. Wait, I didn't take a knockout last turn, did I? No, I took, did I? Yeah, I was like, I don't think I took a knockout last turn. Yeah, what are you putting the Fez down for? And oh, they made an oopsie. Okay, they made an oopsie in their pants, which is really, really good for us. Because they should not have put this damage into play. This was a mistake on their end. They should not have put any damage here. because now I have room for Monkey Dory. All right, so let's do that. Let's do that. I definitely have to judge them. So we go energy, and I put the energy on the Monkey Dory. Oh, God. Like, obviously, they could have just been like, oh, you're going to have it like that anyway. But we'll take one away, and then I think now I just judge. We judge them down to 4. That is nothing that I actually wanted. All right, that's terrible. We have to run errand. Okay, okay. That's bad. Well, what are the odds that they don't have a bosses, right? What are the odds they don't have a bosses here? I mean, I guess I want to make it a little bit tougher for them, but if I activate the Fez, that's really bad. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And I can't actually attack with the Petulant right now, unless we get something good. That's not something good. All right, well. They're going directly into the hole, onto the cloak. So your opponent has taken... yeah, if they have a bosses, they're going to win anyway, so I guess we just go all in on the Petulant. And I think I'm going to... Actually, yeah, I guess I just Night Stretcher for the Carvana. We Night Stretcher for the Carvana, because now I can potentially do the thing. And then end turn. Oh, this is going to come down to a not good moment. But, like, I don't think I can put this in... Yeah, I can't put this in the YouTube video. Let me see what I missed in chat. How was the... They're all Yveltal games. What are my thoughts on the Dunsparce control? It's a control deck. Control decks are bad. No one should play control decks. Bolt players are Xar players. They always have it. Yeah, they always have it. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Did they even Fez? Did they even Fez? They didn't even Fez. They had energy bosses Dragapult in their hand. Hammy, yes, I could, but I didn't want to. I wanted to force them to have the bosses, which I didn't think they were actually going to be able to do, but then they had it. So there you go.
Shoutouts to you single-handedly keeping me interested in playing PTCGL despite all its flaws.
Wait, did they promote the Dracloak? I wasn't paying attention. I was too focused on hating my life. And yeah, so what, I could have knocked out the Dracloak, and that would have been game, but they probably had an Ursa Luna. Whatever, let's just wear the pedo helmet. Yeah, whatever. That wasn't going in the YouTube video. Once I kind of realized that wasn't going in the YouTube video, I just kind of checked out. And yeah, if I did, yeah, Captain Mateo is right. If I had done that, we wouldn't have known that I would have judged them into the 3-card combo that they needed. And to Burger King, shout out to you. Should I apologize for that? Should I feel like I should apologize for that, right? I should apologize for saying that I'm keeping you interested in the game. I'm very sorry. Yeah, Stamp and Judge is a lie. Okay, am I going first? And PB? That probably wouldn't work. Okay, we're playing... I wish I was going first, but we should be okay. All right, if I just Risky Ruins, put the Risky Ruins down, why didn't I go first? Well, because then they would have everything. And to Burger King, you play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Hearthstone too. There's way worse things than the Pokemon TCG. I play Marvel, Snap, and Magic. I only play Magic like for a week every 6 months just to do drafting of the latest set. I have 10,000 gems in Magic Arena. I just don't spend them very much. I just play for about a week or two every 6 months, and we go from there. But I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Hearthstone because Hearthstone seems way too pay to win, and I don't have the patience for that. Marvel Snap is also very heavily, probably the most pay to win. But with Marvel Snap, I've sunk so much time into it that I kind of feel obliged to play it. And PB, that's what we did in the first hour. That's how we got our first butt wipe. Okay, this is definitely a game that we can win. It's just not very likely. I have access to both pedos, and then I can Pokepad. I mean, the fact that they started a Makuhita seems great for us. But you have to remember that I'm just trying to get a BBW. All I want in life is a hot, juicy BBW. And that's how we're going to win this. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, the Absol is not pretty good. So in this situation, we go for a Toxel. And Toxel down. I think I should put the damage on the... Okay, so these guys, I can soften them up. So I think I just try to soften up the Lunatone and the Solrock. They're not going to do anything to affect my hand. We're definitely losing the Carvana. But I'm kind of banking on the fact that they're not going to be able to retreat the Makuhita this turn. Because what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Find an air balloon off of a Lilies to 8 with another 3 card draw? And this is the least Hearthstone has been pay to win. Marvel Snap is more pay to win than ever. They release a new card, I think, every week. And you have to get the Battle Pass, which is $15 a month, to get one of the new cards. And then you have to, like, pay more money. So don't get me wrong. Marvel Snap is a great game if you're willing to spend $250 a year on it. And there's the Frisky Ruins. We can knock out some things. It's just the problem with this version is I would much rather just play the Frostlast Badoo version of the deck because you can build up damage counters. You can set up Lunatone and Solrock and Makuhita. The problem with that build, unfortunately, is that things evolve. Right? Oh, Corkscrew Punch. Yes. Absolutely Corkscrew Punch. Because then you put a damage counter on Carvana. Because they don't know. Because no one's playing with the Pedo anymore. Everyone's afraid of getting near the Pedo. Uh-oh. Wait, no. Don't do that. No. Damn it. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Okay, no, this is fine. This is great. Oh, no. Okay, well, the good news is... Oh, no, I can't. Because now they're just a maximum belt away from knocking out my Mega Pedo. Well, things just went really bad really quick. But the good news is that I can punch the Makuhita and we'll be fine. All right, let's... I mean, I guess I hit into the Mega Lucario. Yeah, that's the correct call. The correct call... I will explain the reasoning for this in a second. I guess I get the third Toxel. No, but I kind of need I might need the spot for another Monkey Dory. Yeah, I think I can get by with 2 Toxtricity. I think I can do it. It's going to be a little rough here. It's the only chance I have of winning this game is if they don't have Belt PP. As long as they don't play with their PP this turn, we're fine. Because Mega Brave does 270. So the reason you bring up the Mega Lucario in this situation is that I can't put a damage counter on my Mega Sharpedo, right? Let's say I accelerate to it with the Toxtricity and I leave a damage counter on it. Mega Brave with the Maximum Belt does 320. So if I go up and use Hungry Jaws, they just knocked it out with Mega Brave and Maximum Belt. But if they're the ones that hit into me, then it's going to survive. So I'm a fart smella. You jerk face. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine, because that means they have to Aura Jab now. And I can potentially, I can maybe period all over them. They don't think I can period all over them, but I can. Just you watch me. Just you watch me. But I don't want to, though. That's the problem. I don't want to. I don't want to period all over them, because then I'm taking a knockout. Oh, geez. All right. Yeah, if I period all... Oh, they're going to knock out the monkey then. That's fine. If you want to go for a Toxel, that's fine too. Okay. Really wish I'd gone for a Toxel last turn. All right, well, we're in the same spot as last time, which is fine. I can't period all over them anymore. I really wish I could. Okay, so I really don't think you can manufacture the knockouts you need to with this deck. Unless I get like Punk Helmet or something. Okay, so we definitely want to get rid of the Pedo because that ship has sailed. Oh, no, you don't. Wow, this did not go according to plan whatsoever. Okay, I put the Toxel down. We get rid of Monkey Dory, Lily's Determination. Go for a Toxtricity. I guess I accelerate to the Absol. I guess, I don't know. Because I can heal that and be okay. Let's Adrenabrain. Do I put, yeah, I guess 1, 2 there. And then Greedy Fang. But the issue is that I'm going to be taking too many knockouts. Because I have game. As long as they don't go Gust, PP, or just Maximum Belt PP, we win the game because I can Hungry Jaws this Mega Lucario, and then I can period all over this Mega Lucario. Please no. I'm trying. It's just this matchup is not how it's supposed to go. Right? This is not how the matchup is supposed to go. I can't really set up knockouts on anybody because it just so happens that it's a perfect KO on Mega Lucario to go from Greedy Fang to Hungry Jaws. If I was 10 damage short, we'd be so happy. And they're kind of accelerating the game, and I can't use the combo of Mega Kangaskhan. But wait, did I forget to switch to the... I forgot to switch to the Punk Helmet build. That's what's going wrong. I forgot to switch to the Punk Helmet build, and now they have bosses, and there goes the Absol. But we're still in the game. Somehow we are still in the game. All right, we'll switch to the Punk Helmet build for one game, and then I'll try Grimmsnarl, because I think Grimmsnarl would have a much better chancey. Right? Because it plays Frostlass, you hit the bench, there's more Monkey Dory plays. So we'll do a quick game with the Punk Helmet build, and then I'll switch to the Grimmsnarl build, because I think you need to have Frostlass just to set up the weaker things. Because even one Frostlass can get you to a situation where you can set up things with abilities like Lunatone and Harry Mama. And it sets up Shaman, it sets up Psyduck, it sets up Jercloak. So I think I kind of wasted my time with the Pedo build, and it should have just been Grimmsnarl from the very beginning. All right, let me quickly open it up in the build. So I'm going to do it in the back end over here. I don't want... We're not going to have 2 Tatsugiri, PTCGL. You want me to... Whoever in Japan built this deck, you want me to play 2 Tatsugiri? You're a crazy person. I ain't doing that. And yeah, we knew that was happening. So it's a 4-2-3 with Risky Ruins and Spiked Myth. What else we got? So do you want Unfair Stamp as the ace spec? I guess I can play Unfair Stamp as the ace spec, but yeah, we got to go into you. So what should the ace spec be in Yveltal Duderson? In my Yveltal Duderson deck. All right, that's fine. It's either Unfair Stamp or Secret Box. Secret Box is for a better start. That's fine. But obviously Unfair Stamp helps us out in the long run. That goes there. I guess I have to judge them. I'll Adrenabrain 1. 1 goes there. We have to judge. And that's not quite what I wanted. Great. Okay, retreat. Go into you. And then I think I Night Stretcher for the Absol, right? We Night Stretcher for the Absol, and then I can win with the Absol, but I'm out of energy. You want me to play Deluxe Bomb? But won't that take knockouts? You know, I know they're a gust away from winning anyway, so there's nothing I can really do here. But I can take 3 prizes. There's all the energy we were missing. All right, so I have 3 spots. How many Pokepad? How many Poffins we got? We got 4 Lilies and 2 Judge. And there's a Gravity Mountain that doesn't matter. 3 energy switches. Yeah, I guess I want to put energy switch because they didn't have energy switch. There's a Stamperoo. 1, 2, 3. Badoo. Yeah, we'll take out the Shaman, put in a Badoo. Because I'm bad like that. I'm a bad boy. And I think we go for a 3-2-3 Impidimp. How many Night Stretchers this deck got? Oh, it's got an energy recycler in it. You have an energy recycler, don't you? Okay, so 2 Night Stretcher, and they got everything they needed off the unfair stamp. All right, so I'm just kind of finalizing this list. Petrunt EX, 2-2. I guess I put in the baby Yveltal. Right, I guess we go baby Yveltal. To try and buy ourselves a turn, or at least Petrunt into something. And I will cut the Meowth, because Meowth does not help you. It just helps you play the game, and we don't need to play the game. Dwagyu, this is... Wait, oh, I did have a Punk Helmet? So I did switch to the Punk Helmet build. Oh, okay. So I was playing the Punk Helmet build, but yeah, I think the Pedo version is just kind of cursed. So we'll play Yveltal Grimmsnarl. And whatever, I'll just use the default ones. All right, well, we have 2 energy, so I guess I could put a counter gain in here. You know, energy recycler. I could go counter gain. Yeah, I guess we go counter gain. But who does that help other than Yveltal? Nobody. Who does that help other than Yveltal? Nobody. So we go energy switch and... Yeah, let's just... I don't want the energy recycler because we're never going to get the energy recycler when we need it. Yeah, I know I'm playing sushi. Please don't say anything. All right, Wall Star 99. Wall Star 99. And how much do you want to bet this is a grass deck? How much do you want to bet this is a grass deck? So yeah, as soon as I went to the Pedo helmet build, the problem with Sharpedo is that you have to play Sharpedo a very specific way. And I guess I should count that loss, but wins and losses didn't really matter. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't completely hate this hand. Ooh, it's Tyrantrum. This is a matchup? Oh no, I went first. And we're going up against Tyrantrum. Oh, how dumb I am. All right, well, maybe it means they won't concede, and maybe they're playing my list. So I'll give them a thumbs up for playing my list. Okay, there's a Petrunt. That's fine. Oh, wait, are they playing... what are they playing? Okay. Let's go Spike Myth for this guy. Obviously, we attach to the Monkey Dory. So finding Dory. Now, the question is, do I retreat? No, there's no way they have it. There's no way they have Air Balloon, Sol Rock Energy, right? Absolutely no shot they have Air Balloon, Sol Rock Energy. Uh-oh. And look, see, of course I went first. Of course I go first, and they just have the fossil in their hand. There's Sol Rock. Please no Air Balloon Energy. Please. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I regret everything. As long as they don't have Air Balloon Energy, we'll be fine. If I'd gone second, we would have been even more fine. But this feels like the kind of matchup I can win. Right? Because if I just get my Frostlass up and running, we'll be okay. All right, what is it? They can do the thing. Of course, I decide to go first, and they're playing a Tyrantrum deck. Of course, I fall for the old Trapperooski. Okay, so we go Buddy Poffin for, I guess, just double Snorunt Tatsudiri. Because this is how we can very easily win the game here. And I could put Pecharunt down. I could retreat into the Tatsudiri. I could bosses somebody. I honestly think that bossing here is the correct call. Right? And I just Itchy Pollen. Because the more damage I can put on the field, the better. The more chances I have of getting Grimmsnarl, the better. Because they can't knock out a Grimmsnarl. The Tyrantrum, as long as I don't put any damage... Okay. There's no way you have 2 energy in that hand. Okay, well... And they have the Rocky Fighting. Well, that is not perfect. Because remember, Rocky Fighting protects against the effects of attacks. So I can't Yveltal the Okidogi. Luckily, the math probably wouldn't math that way anyway. So I think we're fine. And let's just go directly into Grimmsnarl. Let's punk up, baby. And I'll save this one. I won't punk up yet. I will save that one. Let's go. Oh, yep. PDCGL broke. There we go. No, that's fine. Just totally break. Oh, wow. PDCGL is having a... I don't see what's causing the game to break, though. Is it just the typical disconnection issues? I haven't seen the thing flash in the bottom left. So if you look at the bottom left over here and you see the disconnect thing... Oh, yeah, it kind of flashed there for like half of a second. It kind of flashed for half of a second, so this was going to be a perfect game, and it didn't work. Because PDCGL is a well-made... There we go, it worked! Oh, PDCGL, thank you! Oh, this is great. So if you're wondering, what's the disconnect glitch? Well, the game's been like this for the longest time. Perfect connection, yeah, well-made game, super-duper well-made game. Let's go for Morgrim. All right. Risky Ruins, I don't want. Let's Itchy Pollen. Because we're still definitely in this game. I don't want to expose the Grimmsnarl. I want the Badoo off the field. That is what I absolutely want to have happen. I do not want this Badoo on the field. That's why I'm not attacking with Grimmsnarl. Because if you're wondering what's wrong with PDCGL lately, it's PDCGL. And there's the Tyrantrum. And Necro raises itself using its tail to get a better view of its surroundings. Is it Tatsudiri? Is it Tatsudiri that raises itself up? But if you forget what Tyrantrum does because you watched the video as soon as it came out and you can't remember, if you attach a Legacy or a Rocky Fighting or anything to this, it becomes 330 hit points. It does 160 damage. Unfortunately for them, they're only going to get the 1. So it doesn't quite work out here, and I'm weak to grass, not fighting. And also, they're just kind of stuck, and they're giving me more time to get set up here. So we just evolve into the more... There's a Barbarical. Oh, I wouldn't have done that unless you have the energy to retreat. This is going to be a very fun ending. This is going to be a great ending for us here. But nothing good is happening right now. Sentret or Furret? Because I'm a furry? Is that what you're inferring? Are you inferring that I'm a furry? Is it a Sentret or a Furret? And they can't use Switch, so they have to go get Air Balloon. They went to get a Fighting Gong under item lock. That is a choice. You are under item lock and you got a Fighting Gong. Well, I have an Unfair Stamp. All right, well, we're just going to keep Itchy Pollening. And then See, I knew it. I've never used a Sentret or a Furret in any of my runs. Like, I don't think I've ever used Rattata or Raticate. I've never used Sentret or Furret. I've never used... no one's ever used Watchhog or Patrat in their runs. And speaking of, I really think it's funny that my new YouTube shorts about pronunciations are getting dislikes. It is literally the official pronunciations from official guidebooks, from official sources, This is them. This is not me coming up with my own pronunciations. This is their pronunciations. And I'm still getting dislikes because people just don't agree. Oh, they're going for the hammer in, I guess. Okay. That's fine. So let's itchy pollen, I guess. Yeah, I guess they want to take the knockout with Barbaracle, which is a choice. Maybe they think Rocky Fighting protects them. Well, fun fact, Saito, that's actually not his name. You can actually name him whatever you want. You can actually name Tidus whatever you want because that's just his default name. That's not his technically actual name. His actual name is Buttface McGee. Okay. The game up to this point has been very just long and boring and no one would ever be happy. You know, you don't want to see me just having the worst time of my life. So I'm going to get double Grimmsnarl setup. I just Badooed for 5 turns. That's it. So we just waste everything. We just waste. We waste and baste. I should have put the Risky Ruins down first. That was my bad. Let's do that. I will, I guess, Unfair Stamp first. And then see if I get a supporter. Because I definitely want to Unfair Stamp and put them down to a low hand size. There's a Punch Helmet. There's Yveltal. And we put the Monkey Dory down. We go, yeah, that's fine. Punch Helmet. A Boss's Hors d'oeuvres would be great right about now. You're the worst card ever. You're literally the worst card ever printed. Okay, we got a Frostlass. That's good. And do I just not attack? That would be funny. But if they hit into me, no, I think I just, no, we just, yeah, we don't attack. Because this way, if they have a Pheasantipity, they can't do anything. So it didn't quite work out how I wanted. Obviously, I wanted this to work out in a way that, oh, I have way too many abilities. I wanted to Yveltal them, but I can still get it set up. We have multiple Punch Helmet. They're going to have to go through 2 Grimmsnarl to win this game. And then I can hit them with the Yveltal at the very end. The issue, of course, is going to be getting the energy on the Yveltal. Oh, that's a bad idea. I would not have put that down. That was something you should not have done. Listen, this is my story, okay? This is my story, and we're gonna win. We're gonna get a huge BBW going right now. But it's just, you just can't play fossils. Fossils should be counted as something else. Fossils should not be this thing. All right, so they're playing with their PP. They're going to knock out 1 Grimmsnarl, which is fine. I don't care if they knock out 1 Grimmsnarl. And then they wreak havoc for 0. So if you forget, they just mill. Yeah, because it has an ability, so it is treated as a basic. So the fossils do get affected by Frostlass. And that's a Lily's. All right, so we go Punch Helmet on you. The Yveltal maybe should have gotten the Punch Helmet at some point, but don't worry about it. How did I not get anything? All right, that's cool. That's cool. Love that. Let's go for Yveltal. This is actually really not good for us because I may lose. Okay, let's put the damage on. So we're doing 180. 1, 2, 3. Because that's the only way that I could put enough damage on them. And then we put the damage on the Solrock. So the Solrock is set up. The Lunatone will be set up very soon. The issue is that I rely on Energy Switch. That is the problem. I rely on Energy Switch to do the thing. And all of my Energy Switches are eluding me. We have 3 Lilies in the deck. I can bosses like the Barbaracle. And if I can find an energy. But again, we're just not doing great things here. Terrible, yes. But not great things. And I think they disconnected now. Great. So this could have been a prime game to show off in the video, but it looks like they disconnected, so that ain't happening. That ain't happening today because it looks like they are the ones who disconnected, which is highly unfortunate. All right, let's just Shadow Bullet. So again, this would have been a great game to showcase. PTCGL said nah. I'll leave myself that note. I had another great game, but they disconnected. I had a great game against Tyrantrum, but they disconnected, and PTCGL is well made. So I would have been able to add another game, but PTCGL is a well-made game, and they disconnected. So I would have been able to add a game against Tyrantrum to add another duel battle, but PTC and they disconnected, ruining the fun for everyone. And then we just kind of got to sit here because, again, I'm not the issue. I have not dropped a single frame the entire stream. And yeah, I've not dropped a single frame. This is 100% PTCGL sucking its own butt. And yeah, really, really well-made game there, guys. PTCGL is over 1,500 days old, and half the games end in disconnects. Half the games end in disconnects because that's just cool. And yeah, people on the subreddit are like, hey, people are rage quitting. No, it's disconnects. It's just major disconnects because PTCGL is well made and you are held hostage because you don't want to get the loss. And oh yeah, so many people bet on 5+. I told you the rules from the very beginning. A BBW is a big board wipe, and it has to... Oh, that's... hang on, I might have screwed something up. Yeah, there we go. A BBW is a big board wipe. But if you look at what's left from Perfect Order that I have to get through, so this will be the Thursday deck. It'll be Magistar Armory with Metagross and Metang. You can't really add it to any toolbox Clefairy decks. I mean, you can put a Clefairy and like Prism Energy in a deck with Metang, but... Oh god, am I gonna have to do that? But no, it resists fighting. So that's okay. It resists fighting. I don't need to worry about it. Star Armory resists fighting. How could it go wrong? But I'm just looking at the really just nothing left. Like Turtonator with Talonflame. So Turtonator gets rid of an energy if they hit into it, and then you evolve into Talonflame and just try to get rid of all their good cards in hand. That's an option. You could play it with Crustle. You could play it with Sylveon, which I might do instead. What else? Yeah, like Aurorus. I have tried to make Aurorus work with Kangaskhan. I'll keep trying. And like there's Drapion. So Drapion's another potential option that I can do is just a Paralysis Poison Drapion deck. But you have to have basically 3 Toxtricity in play, 2 Drapion in play, a Badoo, and 2 other thingy things. Oh, wow. Okay, so I think I want the Monkey Dory to get the energy, or to get the air balloon. It's just that there's barely anything else. Like Garchomp, I definitely am going to play Garchomp because you can pair it with Rosa or Barbaracle. Like I've been looking at how can I play Rosa. There's Mega Gengar you can play with Rosa. There's Hydreigon EX, and there's Garchomp. That's about it. The absolute goated Poffin top deck into Badoo. Oh, do I want to get the Totsadiri? I mean, I already have an Impidimp, so I guess it should be Totsadiri Badoo. Because we prized our other Snorunt, which is bad. And they probably have other things, but if I just go Air Balloon, Retreat, Badoo. Oh, I did that backwards, didn't I? Yeah, I did that backwards. It should have been Air Balloon on the Totsadiri. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. We have another one. Yeah, we got another one. We got another one. We'll be fine. Let's attach to this guy. And then Itchy Pollen. You know, they're not going to have Crispin in their hand. That will never, ever happen. But I was just talking with the Twitch chat. I record these YouTube videos live over on twitch.tv/trustyourpilot, where you can give me money and I give you nothing in return other than great, just words of affirmation. Your feet are very smooth. They can fit into anyone's mouth. And yep, there's the immediate area 0. All right. Here's Rosa's. I was thinking Hydreigon, Mega Gengar, and Garchomp. Garchomp I will definitely play, right? Garchomp just has access to Rocky Fighting, Barbarical, Rosa. Garchomp is definitely on the docket. You should not be putting ability Pokemon into play. You should not be doing what you're currently doing. David, you should not be doing... Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of wait. The longer this game goes, I think the better it is for me, unless they have a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Then we're screwed. Long as they don't have a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, we will be okay, because I took out the Shaman to make room for other things. Maybe I should hurry up and get a supporter with the Totsadiri. Oh no, this is perfect. This is totally perfect, because they have... Everyone has an ability. Okay, very surprising they didn't go for the Snorunt. All right, I mean, I guess I go up with Totsadiri. Very weird they didn't go for the Snorunt, though, right? That just seems odd. Are you ready to see a fish do nothing? Ready to see a fish flop on the ground and do absolutely nothing? Damn it. You had the one time you do something right. It's the one time I don't want you to. All right. I guess I go for the Impidimp because I only play a 3/3 line. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll get another one. We actually got 2 of them. All righty. So we go Punk Helmet on you. I hard retreat into the Badoo. We go for the Frostlass for sure, because there's no way they have a second bosses. Right? There's absolutely no shot they have a second bosses here. And if they do, they're going for the Frostlass. So if they have a second bosses, they're not going for the Impidimp. They're going for the Frostlass. All right. We can potentially have the biggest butt wipe. Because remember, Lily's Pearl only works if it's knocked out by damage from an attack. So if I can do math properly, this is going to be... Oh my god, they just go Meowth into bosses. Oh my god. Okay, but that is another ability Pokemon, and I have Yveltal in the deck, so... I mean, if they go for the Impidimp, yeah, they're going for the Frostlass. Okay, this is actually good, because I can shake and bake. We'll be fine. They're not going to have a third bosses. When have you ever seen anyone with a third bosses? Never happened in the history of the world. I will risk the Night Stretcher here to go get the Snorunt, unless I top deck a Snorunt, and that's a bosses. All right, well, we have to go for the Snorunt. That is non-negotiable. Snorunt down. Lilies. Okay, and we didn't get what we needed. Fantastic. So in this situation, I will Poffin for nothing. We go Frisky Ruins, because now they can't extend their bench. Not that they could before. And we now have both of our Monkey Dorgies are caked up. I do want to heal the Totsadiri, though. So how do I win? I think it's very likely that I will end up knocking out the Clefairy in the active just with Grimmsnarl. So I should set up everybody else. I guess technically I should be setting up the Kangaskhan, because if I only end up taking one prize on the Clefairy, then I would have to knock out a Kangaskhan and 2... Wait, how does math work? No, just a Kangaskhan and 1 single prizer. So I should just be focusing on the Kangaskhan and 1 other dude. That's it. And then I win the game. Okay, we have a supporter, so I don't need to go up with Totsadiri. I can just go up with the Monkey Dory. The question is... Yeah, I'm going to go for Impidimp. I'm going for the Thanks, PDCGL. Thanks, buddy. You're really helpful. Okay, can we get a Frostlass? We got a Frostlass. We got a Grimmsnarl, baby. I think this is GG. We also have energy switches. I think I win the game now. Okay, so we knock out the Clefairy. I have to definitely put the damage on somebody. We go into the Grimmsnarl. As long as they don't knock out the Grimmsnarl this turn, we've won the game. Right? They might have a Teal Mask Ogerpon, so I should probably just put 2 into play. Oh, I guess I should have put a third on the Impidimp, but that's fine. All right, so let's go Retreat, Grimmsnarl, and next turn I can use Yveltal, and then we can win. And then we can win with the dude, okay? So let's build up the damage here. I'm going to Shadow Bullet on the Clefairy, because they're not bulletproof. And there we go. And PTCGL was like, wait, how come you only take 1 prize? Wait, something happened that I wasn't prepared for. All right, as long as they don't have a Teal Mask Ogerpon, I believe we win the game. Right? And then we hit them with the Yveltal at the last possible second. The issue is if they knock out the Grimmsnarl this turn, then I can't win, right? I can't do what I need to do to win. Unless... Actually, no, because the Yveltal EX has 210 hit points. It's not weak to grass. The odds of them finding the Teal Mask Ogerpon are quite high, because I believe this is like a 4 Teal Mask Ogerpon deck. The fact that they haven't found it is kind of wacky to me. And they play energy switches. They play a whole bunch of things. There's the Cyrano. Okay. Yeah, I really wish that Totsadiri wasn't there anymore. Yeah, there's double Teal Mask Ogerpon. They probably have an Area 0 that they'll use to bump some things that are damaged. But as long as they can't take the knockout this turn, we're fine. Yup, as long as they can't take the knockout. Because remember, I'm not trying to win the game. I'm trying to win the game with Yveltal. Yeah, here we go. They got it all. An unfair stamp at any point would have been fine. Them not getting everything this turn would have been fine. Having 2 bench spaces open would have been great. And they got their stamp. Yeah, imagine getting an unfair stamp. And then I got it. Well, I mean, I technically have a playable hand. Okay. If I get Yveltal, I can still potentially win, right? Because I can knock out this Ogerpon and then do the thing. It's just... it's very unlikely. Very unlikely that we win from this point. Because I can just Yveltal bosses, trap the Meowth or something, right? All right, so let's attract customers. There's a Lily's. I will attach the air balloon to the active. We go Lily's Determination. So I need Yveltal, Night Stretcher, double energy switch. We got double energy switch. Ooh, hang on. No, I don't think there's any way I can win now. Yeah, because that... Oh, we prized the... I didn't even notice that we prized the Yveltal. Why didn't I... All right, we're playing one more game. All right, we're playing one more game. I didn't even realize we prized... Reminder, note to self. Check to see if you prize the Yveltal before you spend 20 minutes in a game. God. Of course. Of course. Should have had the best game of our lives. All right, let's... I mean, how many... We got 2 Stretchers, 2 Candy, Spiked Myth, and Risky Ruins. Let's get rid of the Risky Ruins. Let's go to 3 Spiked Myth. Yeah, we'll cut a Grimmsnarl. And what else do we need? We have Unfair Stamp. I guess a Petrol is what we need here. Or an Ultra Ball or something. Or I can cut the Tots... We're going to cut the stupid Totsadiri. We're cutting Totsadiri. We're going double Pokedeer, baby. We're going double Pokedeer. We're going for the new... Wait, I got to find the new one. There it is. Okay. No Totsadiri. Triple Spiked Myth. 8 energy. What could go wrong? Who's Al? All right, J Steez 420. Shiny Ray, you got to see me do 3 times, okay? That should be enough, but I'm going to do everything in my power. First things first, we check the deck to make sure Yveltal is in there. Their deck is now evolved. This would have been, look at that starting hand. And we're going to get the worst starter. Actually, technically, no. I just start the Yveltal. Ooh, it's, what is this? Is this Hydreigon or something? Oh, it's Starmie. Uh-oh. Well, I think they have a good turn coming up here. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say they probably have a good turn coming up. Okay, so let's clutch. Let's just clutch and see if maybe they don't got it like that, but they definitely do. They're gonna have Water Energy, Mega Signal, or Water Energy Ultra Ball, or Pokepad. That's totally fine. I am a-okay with a Pokepad. There's a monkey. I got my own monkey. I can spank my monkey before you can spank your monkey. Okay, so unless they're playing Crispin and they... Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Please don't tell me you have Crispin knockout on my Impidimp. Please don't tell me you have Crispin Impidimp K. No way. Thank you. All right, we're still in it. I think I just wait. Right? I think all I do right now is just wait them out. We don't risk anything. I'm just going to put 20 damage on the Staryu because we want to have our cheeks spread out as much as possible. The reason I'm not using the Pokegear right now is because I'm going to be able to thin out a couple energy, or maybe 3 if I want to go that route with Grimmsnarl, so it increases the chances of Pokegear hitting. And also, the reason why I split the damage up is they would have been able to put like 30 or something. I don't know, but I thought I had an idea. I don't have any ideas. My ideas are terrible. But I can knock out a Duskull next turn if they... That's not what you want to do. Am I going to outspread a Starmie deck here? It's highly possible I outspread the cheats of a Starmie deck right now. All right, that's great. Let's go 3. I think I take 3 and put them on the Grimmsnarl. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, we prized some energy. Now, who do I get with the Pokepad? I think it has to be Snorunt. Right? And please, please, Lily. Oh, that's a Boss's. Wait, is Boss's good? If I go Snorunt and then Boss is the Funky Dory. Boss is saying the Funky Dory seems good, because then I just knock it out and it, ruins their life. Seems like a good idea. I could also clutch for a couple turns, but I don't want to do that. All right, so we'll set up the Duskull. All right, I mean, we're in the game. Call me EA Sports, because we're in the game. 3 Energy Switch, 4 Lilies, 2 Judge, an Unfair Stamp. There's a Dusclops. Okay, so they're going to pop the Clops. They're absolutely going to knock out the Snorunt, unless they have an unplayable hand. Yep, unless they got an unplayable hand. And that was actually... That was not a great decision by them. But this... I don't have time for another game, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave you blue-balled and not watch me do anything to a BBW. Okay. Ooh, they got Legacy Energy. That's still not a knockout, though. And I just knock you out next turn, so... I mean, yeah, cool. You knocked out a Monkey Dory, but at what cost? I'm knocking out your star. I'm knocking out everything. Cool. You knocked out one of the things on my bench. I am knocking out your Starmie and your Duskull. So it'll be like a very, very short YouTube video, but that's fine, right? What else could you ask for? I got 2 Alakazam BBWs, and we'll do choose prediction outcome. We got 3 BBWs. Congratulations to the person who voted for 3. And yeah, we just monkey dory down. We just monkey around. There we go. All right. So yes, unfortunately, it's going to be a very short YouTube video, but I mean, I did it 3 times. I was going in here expecting 0. I was expecting area 0. I was expecting nullifying 0. So Thursday is Megastar Armory. And then I guess Saturday will be either a smorgasbord day or Garchomp or something, or if testing goes well on something, we'll see. But let's see who's online. Actually, no, don't start a prediction. We want to raid somebody. Who's online? Same category. Who is online? Everyone is online. Let's raid Auralore. We're not raiding someone called Badoo. Yeah, we're not raiding someone called Badoo. They can Badoo themselves to hell. Straight to hell. So yes, Armory on Thursday. I'll try to have some fun lists, but there's not really a whole lot of whacking off you can do. Maybe, because I can't put Hero's Cape in it because the card is still broken. So unless they do emergency maintenance, the card is still broken because PTCGL is a well-made game.